Grand Finals Day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, of course, sa ating day number 2, syempre, ng ACL 2025. We're casting for the day. My name is Phil. Together with me is Joshua right here. And again, today is a very, very, very special day dahil balita ko, malalaman na daw natin kung sino ba ang magiging kampiyon.
Ito na nga. 2 days
Yep.
of action. 4 series yesterday. We're gonna have 3
Yeah.
today. No? Yung dalawa nating semifinal and the grand final, of course, to end it all. Yung bracket natin, napaka-interesting na nangyari.
That's
Kasi
true.
yesterday, we had 3 clean games
Yep.
out of the Chinese teams.
Yeah.
But in the last one, possibly the upset of the year so far in 2025, Ubik Maniac beating the first seed out of CFPL.
Yeah. And to the fact na lalong-lalo na nakita nga natin yesterday, isa sa pinakamaganda. If ever, Pinoy ka. Di ba? Kumbaga, expect the unexpected, mga tropa. Nagulat na nga rin talaga tayo na Ubik Maniac ang nanalo nga doon. 2-0 ang score.
2-0.
Kampiyon pala kayo, ha?
Nako po.
Kala mo, talaga nag-top 1 dito. Pero partida, top 2 ng Pilipinas yun, ha?
Partida yun, di ba?
Yeah.
First seed versus second seed yesterday. The clean sweep as
Yup.
well, no? Pinakita nila yung sub-base ng Bisaya,
Yeah.
pare.
Yeah,
At
that's
the
true.
compound as well was
Yeah.
really good. It was a competitive game. Compound almost went to overtime, but Ubik Maniac didn't let it get that far.
Yeah, and to the fact na itong mga players na nga to, they're really more than ready for them to take down itong Chinese squad right now. Pero syempre, pagpunta na nga dito, this is actually the first semifinals match na makikita nga natin. It's gonna be China versus China, BaiSha Gaming versus All Gamers. To the fact na ito nga yung mga nanalo yesterday. And medyo sadly, natalo ngayon or sila yesterday nung kalaban nga nila yung BaiSha Gaming. Pero syempre, wala natin sabihin na first game jitters, first stage jitters nga, sabi nga ni Shane, di ba? Ni
Yeah.
Coach 02. Well, that is their first kumbaga international na LAN tournament stage as well. So kumbaga, it will get into your nerves for sure.
It does, and especially home court advantage
Yeah.
yung kalaban nila
That's
kahapon.
true.
Of course, we're in Shanghai right now,
Yep.
so you can see the crowd actually starting to fill up behind us. This place is gonna be packed when we get to the grand finals later.
Yeah, and lalong-lalo na sa mga ibang players nga natin dito na, of course, kumbaga meron tayong mga nagbalik, meron tayong mga nagbago, meron din tayong mga maraming aabangan dito nga sa araw na to the fact na we have 3 series for today, of course. Meron tayong maglalaban nga mamayang EP and together with Ubik Maniac, which is mananalo nga doon, will advance to the grand finals. And sino ba ang una mapupunta sa grand finals? Later, makikita nga natin yan. Pero Diyos Suave, ito yung una na magkakas tayo. Talagang feeling ko, handang-handa na ako.
Handa talaga, men. Simula pa lang bago pumunta ng Manila, before the connecting flight going here to Shanghai, man.
Connecting flight eh, no?
May connecting flight pa ako.
Oo, kasi galing ka Cebu, di ba?
Oo.
Ay, ano, maayong
Maayong hapon.
hapon na ba? Ano ba ang
Hapon
buntag?
na yun. Buntag is morning.
Oh, kanina yun.
Ay, oo nga.
Wait lang, technically.
Technically, maayong buntag
Oh,
pa.
maayong buntag sa inyong lahat. Oh, what's up nga pala? Sobrang tagal ko na hindi nakakabalik ng Cebu, siguro mga 2 months na. Pero yun nga, no? I mean, lalong-lalo na itong mga teams na to, BaiSha Gaming versus All Gamers. Syempre, kumbaga if ever you really wanna be here, expect na talagang ito yung mga teams na makakalaban mo dito, Josuave.
Yeah, man, this is the El Clasico of China.
Yeah.
These teams have faced each other numerous times. And the
That's
most
true.
spicy part here, no, yesterday, ZQ made his return to the Crossfire stage. Sabi nga namin ni Ari, si Tito ZQ,
Yeah.
medyo matagal lang hindi napapakita. At kahapon, hindi lang siya nagpakita, nag-MVP siya. Back
Yeah.
as the IGL, back with new experience. Kala ng mga tao, mabagal yung pick-up niya. Hindi. Nagpakita kaagad siya ng fuego na performance kahapon.
And syempre, speaking of fuego, lahat talaga sila magliliyab dito to the fact na ito yung schedule natin for today. Once again, we have BaiSha Gaming versus ChengDu All Gamers, which is ang ating first series of the day. Right after that, it's gonna be Evolution Power Gaming from China versus Ubik Maniac from the Philippines. And talagang yun talaga ang sarap, di ba?
Sarap
Na merong,
sabihin.
ang sarap kasi, ito we have 3 na countries na kasali dito. We have 4 from China, 2 from Vietnam, and 2 from the Philippines. Yung Vietnam, sadly, wala na sila Shady. Pero ngayon mga tropa, at least yung Pilipinas,
May natitira pa.
sa atin ang kampyonato.
Tama.
Oh,
Tama,
yun lang isa atin
men.
eh. Oo. Baka meron pa tayong angkinin eh, pero sa atin tong kampyonato na to. Pero ikaw, do you have any thoughts about that?
And this is really exciting to me. No? Pinag-uusapan natin behind the scenes is Ubik Maniac, whether or not they learned from their experience last year sa CFS Grand Final.
Yeah.
They went up against Evolution Power, actually.
Yeah.
Took one map off of them, but eventually lost in a reverse sweep. Ang nangyari naman nun, Evolution Power yung eventual winner. Naging kampiyon ng CFS Grand Final ngayon.
Yep.
This is a rematch for them also later.
Yeah.
And not only that, yung first win para sa Ubik Mania kahapon, this is momentum in action right now para
That's
sa Ubik
true.
Mania.
I mean, lalo-lalo na back then, I mean, yes, this is gonna be the revenge arc coming in from Ubek Maniac for sure later on na makikita nga natin. Pero, mamaya na yun eh. Yun yung laban mamaya. I mean,
Yeah.
sa atin, syempre, madami tayong kwento nga dyan, pero later on, makikita nga natin yung mga matches doon. And we're really expecting na makita nga rin natin ang Ubek Maniac later sa Grand Finals sa mga alas 6 siguro. Basta yun
Mga
alas
6
5,
or
alas
so,
6.
yep.
O something like that, yun lang yung oras na yun. Pero yun nga muna, pupunta muna tayo ngayon sa ating first series of the day, which is BaiSha Gaming versus All Gamers. May mga nagbalik, may mga nawala, and may mga, kumbaga na makikita ulit tayong napakadaming bakbakan nga dito for sure to the fact na 2-0 yung score nitong two teams na to. Yesterday, you've casted All Gamers, I've casted BaiSha Gaming, and with that, lahat sila nag-pop off.
Grabe yung pop-off nga kahapon. Yung
Yeah.
ginawa ng All Gamers up against Next Up, 10-3 on both maps. It was a clean sweep.
Yep.
It didn't even look competitive for some reason.
Yep.
All Gamers were in full form yesterday. But I can't help but feel like All Gamers didn't get tested. Ngayon, ang kalaban nila, a team that's much more familiar with how they play.
Yeah.
BaiSha, of course. Story teams both sides. And
Yeah.
with the return nga ni ZQ,
Mhm.
yun yung magiging question is, was ZQ's pop-off yesterday a welcome back performance?
Yeah.
Or is this his consistent form?
I mean, it's given already. I mean, yes, ito na nga talaga, bumalik na nga siya. I mean, for sure, huge factor yun para sa mga players na to. He did his best yesterday. Nakita naman natin yun with the MVPs. Pero yun nga, no,
2.6.
same goes with BaiSha Gaming as well. I mean, onto that first map, dito nga na nakita natin sa Black Widow, that is, sadly, na napakasakit ka kasi 10-1 yung
10-1
score doon. Pero
it was.
nakabawi sila Setra doon. Pagpunta nga sa Ankara with 13-10 score. Kumbaga, nag-OT pa
Nag-OT
tayo.
pa.
Yung pinakaunang team. Kumbaga, yung isang team na unang time nilang pumunta dito, nag-compete, tapos yung BaiSha, napa-OT pa nga sila, di ba? And yung pinaka bagong player nila, which is si Setra,
Si Setra.
yun pa rin talaga ang nag-pop off nga pagdating naman dito nga sa kabila. Pero syempre, on threes games, siguro, yeah, I would agree. I mean, if ever na, yes, katapat ng BaiSha ang bagong team na Ercilia, I mean, in terms of experience, yes.
Yep.
Pupunta nga dito sa ganitong klaseng stage. Ano ba ang mangyayari? Ano bang klaseng performance ang pwede nga natin makita if ever BaiSha and All Gamers na maglalaro? I mean, they've been playing together for like, what, years already?
God knows how long. Mas
Oo.
matanda pa kay Kuya Aris yun.
Yeah! I mean, ay, hindi. Mas malata kay Aris? Hindi.
Hindi ba?
Hindi totoo
Correction.
yun. Oh, si Aris pa rin talaga. Oh, si Aris pa rin talaga. Sorry, hindi ako mag-agree doon. Pero ayun eh, no? I mean, kumbaga, there's not a new room for them na pasukin.
Sanay na sila
Lagi na
dito
to.
eh.
Yeah.
And not to mention kahapon may advantage yung dalawang teams na to, home crowd advantage, man.
Yep.
If during the AG game sobrang ingay ng crowd. I don't know about the BaiSha game. No, I was in the room. I couldn't actually hear sa ating dressing room kung ano yung lakas ng crowd kahapon. Pero for AG, man, it was so loud.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy. The
Yeah,
amount
it's
of
crazy.
hype here. Crossfire is a different beast when it comes to China.
I mean, pag crossfire, ano ka dito, like kunyari, na professional player ka dito, men, sobrang ingay, sobrang lakas. Pero check muna natin, ang first game of the day, we have BaiSha Gaming. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have BaiSha Gaming ang nanalo sa game nga nila yesterday. Sa Black Widow, 10-1 yung score nila. Sa Ankara, 13-10 yung score nila. Yes, nagkaroon nga tayo ng OT, pero for sure, they're gonna do everything for them na makabawi. If ever pupunta naman tayo dun nga sa CFPL, I mean, yes, sobrang nag-perform sila ng solid, being that second place nga pupunta sa group stage. Dumating tayo sa punto na talagang lahat nag-perform, lahat nagwala, and lalong-lalo na yung mga nagwala yesterday, it's actually N9.
And 9 looked absolutely insane in his role yesterday. No, not only consistent, but popping off consistently. No?
Yeah.
It's a different statement to be saying consistent na doing your job, but N9 was doing his job and more yesterday during that last series.
I mean, nagkaroon siya ng MVP rin. I mean, yes, if ever check out yung mga stats nga dito, I mean, look at that, 577 with 21 kills. I mean, that is huge for them. I mean, yes, umabot nga din talaga tayo sa OT, kaya talaga siya nakakakuha ng ganong kills, pero nevertheless, it's just them trying to wreak havoc again, and right now, it's gonna be All Gamers.
And them's the boys. ZQ, JWay, Do, ZY, and Bao. These guys had a hallmark performance yesterday. 10-3 on both maps. Grabe yung performance nila laban sa next stop kahapon. And you can already hear the crowd right now. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The hype is real out here. And what a performance it was, really. ZQ, yesterday, a return to the stage of Crossfire here in Shanghai. That home court advantage, not to mention the test of being returning back to this level of play for ZQ. He came up in spades. 2.6 yung KD niya in one of the maps yesterday. MVP for both of the maps as well.
Yeah, pero of course, if ever check out din naman natin ang mga kalaban nga nila, relatively new as well. Na if ever compare mo sa mga ibang teams nga rin talaga sa Vietnam, I mean, syempre top 1 doon yung Team Falcons, pero yun na nga, di ba? I mean, ano ba yung magiging performance nila if ever tinapat mo sila sa mas, kumbaga, develop, mas solid yung form as a team na which is players nga from BaiSha Gaming. I mean, we're gonna get to see. I mean, that is the stats already. I mean, all gamers, yes, a lot better in terms of stats. Actually, sobrang taas ito. 76% onto rounds, blacklist winning rates, 887, 72 onto global risk. Man, ang taas nito.
Sobrang taas nga niyan. You compare to the other teams, they're more around 50-60% right now. But all gamers as well, you can see heavily on the GR side, mas malakas yung ano nila. But for our key players right now, Du and Xiao, both these players you can actually see just by the numbers, those guys have great performances throughout our tournament so far.
If ever si Xiao Xiao, you don't want to mess with Xiao Xiao. Kunyari, if ever talaga sniper yung labanan mo, kumbaga, in order for you to take down the whole squad of BaiSha Gaming, you really need to take down Xiao Xiao first. Yun din talaga yung mga kailangan natin, winning condition, kumbaga. And for the side naman dito nga kay Du, at least yung performance nga nila yesterday, really top-notch. Lahat to, kumbaga, ito yung epitome nga talaga ng Crossfire, di ba? Dito lahat ng malalakas. Pero andito ang Pilipinas kasi tayo ang mas malakas.
Ganon talaga, mga kaibigan.
Walang kabayas-bayas yun, pare.
Wala talaga. It's not like we're on a regional broadcast or something.
Oh, kaya nga tayo may Filipino broadcast, 'di ba? Syempre kailangan natin ng cheer squad pagdating nga sa mga Pilipino. Pero ikaw, if ever gonna ask you, who do you think will win?
For this match, I'm leaning more towards all gamers. They have a much more efficient looking GR side compared to BaiSha. You can actually see in the stats alone, no, medyo mababa yung GR side win rate ng BaiSha Gaming compared. I think it's double, 72% for all gamers, and for BaiSha, it's a little bit more on the struggling side. So titingnan natin if what we saw yesterday will transfer. Kasi when we also talk about history, the quality of competition that both these teams have sa CFPL pa lang at this point, the reps that they have on all the maps compared to the other regions is so much more. Kaya hindi ka talaga
So kanino
magulat.
ka? Sa all gamers?
All gamers ako.
Okay. Gusto ko sanang mag-agree pero gusto ko itang kontrahin. Pero in terms of sa pag-agree kasi way back CFPL, ano bang score ng BaiSha Gaming doon? It's actually tatlong beses lang sila natalo doon at dalawa doon all gamers. Kumbaga, ito yung oras para makabawi ang BaiSha sa all gamers, pare. Kasi if ever hindi, 3 beses nang natatalo ang BaiSha nga dito sa all gamers. Pero yun na nga, I mean, that is actually the best stats na pwede nga natin pag-usapan in order for us to predict on who's gonna win. Pero sige, all gamers ka, sa BaiSha na lang. Sige, ganun na lang yun, man. Wala, pinili mo na yun, di ba?
Oo na,
sige, I mean, sige, all gamers, pero BaiSha ako kahit, yun nga, in terms of stats, way back to CFPL, 2 beses nang natatalo ang BaiSha Gaming sa all gamers. And with that alone, this is gonna be a really tough one.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love an underdog story as well, right? Either way, it's gonna be a good show. It would be either all gamers being consistent, knowing or having the number ng BaiSha Gaming, or on the other side, the underdog story of BaiSha getting their revenge on all gamers. Kasi kung di ako nagkakamali, during the bracket of CFPL, all gamers did not exactly have the most friendly relationship with BaiSha.
Yeah. I mean, on the side naman ng, kunwari, if ever ganun, CFPL and the other tournaments as well, sinasalihan nga rin itong mga teams na to. Kumbaga, syempre alam naman natin, comparing sa ating Philippine soil, mas angat din talaga yung mga tournaments nga na meron sila. Kasi, of course, they have everything for them na talaga mapaglaruan. Napakadami. Pero, despite naman, doon sa nangyari nga yesterday for the side of Ubek Maniac, I mean, yes, kailan ba yung last na tournament natin? Last year pa, right?
Last year pa yung regional finals natin.
And ano lang yung gamit ng Ubek Maniac in order for them to win? Practice. Scrims. mini tournaments, amateur tournaments. Yun lang, di ba? Yes, they're winning that, pero yun nga, no, ito yung magandang storyline nga rin, hindi sila yung first seed ng Philippines, which is in Arcelia.
And that's why makes it much more interesting talaga yung mga nangyayari dito. Not to mention yun nga, sabi rin natin kanina, CFPL first seed was King Zero. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a story to be told for later on. Of course, tayo as the Philippine broadcast, we're believing in the Ubek boys to make it all the way to the grand finals, maybe even winning the whole thing. Get us an extra slot into EWC as well. Ibig sabihin, pag nanalo yung Ubek Maniac dito, 3 yung slot ng Pilipinas sa EWC. At malaking bagay din yon.
Magkikita-kita na lang tayo doon, pare. Ganun lang yun, men. Ihahanda ko na yung passport ko. Didiretso na ako doon kasi once again, if ever kayo nag-champion nga dito, you're gonna have a chance to win. Or not chance to win. It's just that advance papunta nga sa EWC in Riyadh. I mean, with that, at least everyone, grabe naman nilang yung mga account to, mga to, pare. Grabe.
Sobrang solid ng mga
Oo.
account nga naman ng mga nandito. You know, the number one thing also, when it comes to the inter-regional matchups na nakita natin kahapon, is that difference in the weapons available as well, no?
That's true.
Yung VIP weapons are available for the Chinese squad. So dito sa CFS, maybe there's a little bit of a disconnect kasi baka
That's true.
hindi nila nakasanayan yung CFS weapons.
Not just that, pati yung maps as well. Diba? Iba yung maps ng CFPL.
Sa CFPL, we have power supply.
Yeah, I mean, actually madami. I mean, kung ano-anong mapa nga rin talaga, paiba-iba yung maps nga na ginagamit nga nila dito. Pero of course, we really need na makuha nga yung standard na ginagamit din ng ibang regions as well. So, andito tayo ngayon sa, of course, kung ano yung mga nakikita nga natin map ever since yesterday, last year, at kung kailan pa. And right now, once again, AG versus BaiSha Gaming. Anything can happen, best of 3. Pero I have a feeling this is gonna be a 3-game series for sure. Kasi lahat ng kinakas ko, tagal eh.
Kahapon yung matchup actually between, was it Falcons? Took a while. We were sitting in the break room, sabi namin, siguro mga 5 magkakast na kami. Pero medyo napatagal niya. Parang nadagdagan kayo ng 2 mapa.
Hindi pare, alas 5 kami nag-start. Diyan nagkakamali. 5 o'clock kami nag-start. Jokes on you. Pero yun eh, no? I mean, on to these games, on to these players, of course, everyone, kailangan talaga top-notch din yung mga ginagamit nga natin. Kaya, they're actually really preparing so hard right now, as you can see. I mean, in terms naman sa mga playstyle nitong mga to, kumbaga, anything can happen eh.
Yeah.
And kumbaga on the fly yung pagpapalit-palit nga nila. Some can be really aggressive, some can actually play safe. Pero in terms of playing aggressive, yes, andyan na yung BaiSha, andyan na yung mga iba't ibang team for sure. But in terms of playing medyo slow and sobrang kumbaga death ball yung nangyayari, Falcons yun.
Yeah. The thing about Falcons, no, 30, 40 second side takes laging pinapakita nila. Yung mga burst na yun, no. I feel like for Falcons, of course, being top of their region, kailangan nila talaga mag-innovate.
That's true.
Kaya to stay at the top, you really need to be at the forefront of that progress for the local scene, which is why also sa atin naman, you look at the two teams, very differing playstyles. Sa Arcelia, very individualistic, very high octane yung gameplay nila versus on the other side, Ubek Maniac that have several different looks as well.
Methodical.
No? Methodical sila. Yung mga tinatawag nating preparation, no? Kung paano kayo magre-react sa mga bagay-bagay na nangyayari sa mapa.
Kasi ganito rin yan eh. Kung paano yung playstyle din ng coach nyo, ganun din kayo eh. Knowing Shane, talagang...
Guys, age reveal. Napanood nyo ba si Shane nung naglalaro pa siya?
Ako... Aray ha? Kasi ako kinast ko siya ha? Naalala ko, 2013, kinakast ko na siya.
Ano pa lang ako nun? High school pa lang yata ako nun.
High school ka pa lang noon.
High school pa ako nun.
Baby pa lang ako. Kasi nung baby ako, nagkakast na ako pare. Pero ayun eh, no? I mean, of course, it's gonna depend. Na rin talaga sa playstyle lang din ng makakalaban mo, of course. Syempre, ganito lang din yan. Make your enemy adjust sa inyo.
Yeah.
Ganun lang yun. Sila yung pahirapan nyo, make your enemy adjust sa inyo. Ito yung play namin, kayo mag-adjust, hindi kami yung mag-a-adjust sa inyo. Mamain mo na.
Yan yung sinasabi nating player own game, stick to the game plan, no? Kung ano yung mga protocol na set up ng team nyo, how to react to certain changes on the map, when you get certain parts of map control para sa team nyo, ano ba yung gagawin natin? Do you have different looks? May flowchart ba kayong sinusundan? Or is it an on-the-fly calling? Yun talaga yung makikita natin. Yun yung matetest dito for this matchup.
Meron tayong tinatawag na build order. 'Di ba? Parang ganun, 'di ba? Check niyo muna, okay ba 'to? Pwede ba 'tong gawin? Okay, check. Tapos, kumbaga, a wise man once said, step by the step. 'Di ba? Pagkatapos nun, sumakses. 'Di ba?
Sumakses.
Oh, sumakses. Yun nga, step by the step. Ayan, kung napapanood niyo yung meme na yun, mga tol. Yun yun.
Kung
Tapos,
hindi nyo yun alam, ibig sabihin tumatanda na rin kayo.
Oo, kasi medyo
Bata pa kami.
medyo nag-meme na rin ako yung mga pinapanood ko.
Nag-brain rot na rin
saan-saan
kaming tungtong
Yun
sahur.
nga eh. Kaya step by the step, tas sumakses. Yan, ganyan. Diba? Step by the step eh. Alam mo, minsan nga nagkakamali na ako eh. Parang naisip ko, yun na yung tama eh. Kahit alam ko mali eh.
Sobrang paulit-ulit na...
Oo, paulit-ulit. Pero yeah, I mean, on to the games right now. Pag si Kuya Villain dito, tagal nung laban.
Yun nga, parang nasaya yata yung salam ngayong ACL.
Wala tayong magagawa. It is what it is. Yun na yun eh. Kanina, BaiSha Gaming, kasabay ko kumain kanina. Tsaka yung All
talaga ba?
Gamers.
Sa breakfast ba to?
Oo, sa breakfast kanina. So yun.
Ano yung diet nila? Napansin mo ba?
Oo. Fruits.
Fruits, really?
Fruits. Ganoon naman talaga eh. Well,
High fiber, high in vitamins and minerals, you know?
fruits. Eggs. Ganon.
May protein, kailangan ng
Protein
eggs.
as well. Ano bang diet mo?
Ako, high protein ako ngayon kasi
High protein.
nagbo-bulk ako eh.
Oo. Soya.
Soya. Oo, soya. Milk, actually, milk is a great source of protein and calcium.
Pero yun eh, no, for sure. If ever you really want to go pro,
You need to have a healthy lifestyle
exactly,
Sleep on time, get enough sleep, get enough exercise. Hindi porkit nasa mouse lang tayo, okay lang maging unhealthy yung katawan. Diba?
Kasi lahat ng mga pro players natin, meron din sinusunod na sleep schedule yan eh.
Yep.
And sobrang strict niyan sa totoo lang, na kailangan lights out na ng ganitong oras, nagpapahinga tayo ng ganitong oras, lalong-lalo na if ever meron tayong tournament kinabukasan. Of course, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, goods na yan. Sa edad ko, 6 hours, goods na yan eh.
Yeah.
Which is 25.
25, 26, mga ganyan, mga kaibigan. Ako kahapon, pagkatapos nung cast namin ni Aris, si Tito Aris, no?
Si Sir Aris.
Si Sir Aris. Medyo matagal yung namin, nakarating kami ng hotel mga 10 or 11, I think it was. I took a quick soak in the tub and then afterwards tulog ka agad, mga 10:30.
Oh, di ba?
Kaya ang aga ko nagising.
Pero yun eh, no? At least, in terms of gising, yung mga tropa nga natin from Ubek Main, andyan sila, na handa na rin na maglaro.
Oo, umaga pa lang nakita ko na silang nagmamunch ng mga, ng mga high protein
Lagi natin
snacks
sila
sa,
nakakasabay actually sa buffet.
Oo. Ang napapansin ko kay KLB, very high protein siya eh.
Oo.
Itlog, sausage, bacon, mga
Tama.
ganyan. High
Oo.
protein siya. Mukhang, rin siya, building din ng katawan. Kita mo naman, sabi namin kahapon, binansagan namin si KLB na Kuya Guard kasi ayaw niyang papasukin yung mga
Oo.
tao sa sub-base.
Tama, Great Wall of KLB yun, pare.
Oo.
Oo. Asan yung mga ID nyo? Bam! Talagang iisa-isahin nga din talaga nila. Pero yun nga, ano yung mga mapang ine-expect mo? Ine-expect mo na makita dito?
Ang ine-expect ko, iban yung Mexico.
Oh! Pwede!
Chinese teams
100%
hate Mexico.
ban yun, pare!
Ang makikita mo lang yung Mexico usually would be Vietnam or the Philippines.
Yeah.
Mexico is actually a really good map for Ubek Maniac as well.
Yun, actually, nung chinek nga natin yung mga player stats din, yun yung mas preferred nilang mapa for their team right now. I mean, syempre, Black Widow, it can be. Ankara as well. Pero yung compound, feeling ko, pwedeng gamitin pero feeling ko, depende actually.
Depende. I actually think we're gonna more likely see an Eagle Eye rather than any of the other maps na mention natin kanina. No? Mexico, definitely not a favorite. Eagle Eye, medyo mabilis yung development ng mga CFPL teams when it comes to Eagle Eye as well compared to the other regions. Medyo dito nagsimula actually yung naging meta ang pag-pick ng Eagle Eye during the series ng CFPL and CFS Grand Finals last year.
Actually, even last year nga, nung kinakas nga natin yung Eagle Eye 2.0, I mean, if ever na naglalaro din ng Pacific Macta doon, one of their most favorite maps nga, nakita nga natin last year. Pero on to the games right now, it's just them trying to make a name for themselves. I mean, a slot for EWC is huge already.
Yeah, and not just for yourselves, no? Kasi you get a slot for yourself, that means that another team gets to join you in EWC, no? Pero for these two teams, it's a different story as well. Now, AG and BaiSha, they haven't been on the very top for quite a long time. I think AG 2023, BaiSha, God knows when. So now they're trying to get themselves back in the upper echelon ng CFPL.
Pero in terms naman dun nga sa CFPL, no, pang ilan ba ang All Gamers, diba? Pang-apat nga sila, diba? In terms of rankings and a lot of wins as well. Napunta rin talaga sa lower bracket ang All Gamers nga dito. Nakalaban nila ang ChengDu Club, which is 3-1 yung score nga nila. Nakalaban din nila, of course, ang King Zero, which is yun yung nakita nga natin nung sa lower bracket finals. Natalo sila doon ng King Zero, and King Zero ang nanalo nga dun sa CFPL na yun. Kumbaga, Cinderella story to.
Cinderella story talaga yung King Zero.
And if ever compare mo, ang BaiSha, wala silang ganawa, kundi dire-diretso lang all towards the upper bracket. And pero it's just nagkaroon ulit tayo ng laban nga dito onto the side of King Zero Esports, onto BaiSha. 3-1 yung score nila onto the lower bracket semifinals. We've seen a lot of kumbaga disparity. We've seen a lot of growth dito sa dalawang teams na to. But and then again, nothing can happen. Kasi what if araw to ng BaiSha? What if araw to ng All Gamers?
And it really matters what your performance is on the day kasi you really need to, yes, you do prepare, you spend a lot of time in scrims, you spend a lot of time VOD reviewing, but when you're on the server and if you're not fresh, which is sinabi nga natin kanina, kailangan healthy yung lifestyle para maganda lagi yung performance, consistent ang performance ng team nyo. If you're having an off day, things can easily be gone. And right now, yung ano natin, yung format natin, sobrang punishing to, single elimination. So, kita naman natin kahapon, isang pagkakamali, goodbye ka na.
Yeah. Pero yun, tagal
Ito na. Wait, bababa ako, pipindutin ko yung start button.
Start ko na yan, boss. Pero as you can see, yung mga tropa nga sa English is nagsasalita pa rin sila.
Sina Laz and si Valdez na sa may kabila. Tawid lang sila sa amin.
Tinutuloy pa rin nila. Pero if ever naririnig nyo, hindi ko na naririnig nga nila yung mga Chinese casters if ever kung andito pa rin na actually naririnig ko sila ngayon. Nagsasalita
I can hear them.
Paunti-unti lang. Just trying to save up the energy nga rin talaga na meron sila once again. This is actually the grand finals day. I mean, later on we're gonna see kung sino yung champion, best of 5.
Best of 5.
And with that, grabe, meron tayong medyo isang break din right after the second series para makapag-prepare yung sa kabila.
And here we go. We're gonna get the map bans here. Tinatanong natin kanina ano yung mga i-expect natin dito. Yeah. Expecting, as we said earlier, I would expect a ban on Mexico. But AG will start with banning out Compound dito.
Uy! Which is, yun yung napag-usapan nga natin kanina, di ba? I mean, there's a huge na probability na talaga matanggal na rin talaga yung Compound nga dito. Eagle Eye 2.0 will be banned out as well. Kumbaga, nabubukasan pa rin yung mga pwede nga nila magamit dito, mga tropa, pero map 1, ano ba yung pipiliin nga nila? Compound, Eagle Eye, sa susunod na lang kayo.
I'm seeing maybe an Ankara or a Black Widow. Of course, those yung dalawang favorite maps sa mga CFPL teams natin. And knowing that they've been so ready for BaiSha, no, I wouldn't be surprised if All Gamers wouldn't shy away from going to one of the more default map picks, quote-unquote, para sa CFPL dito.
Default heavy, yes. Pero if ever gonna check out Ankara dito, no, I mean, both is merong panalo sa mapa nga na to. For side naman ng BaiSha Gaming, Ankara 13-10. Doon nahirapan actually ang BaiSha Gaming. And look at that. Yun yung pinik ng All Gamers nga, di ba? Nanalo ang All Gamers yesterday onto Ankara nung kalaban nga nila yung NT. Ang score doon is 10-3. Nakalaban ng BaiSha Gaming ang Arcelia yesterday, ang score nila is 13-10. Kumbaga, they still have this weak spot na for the side of BaiSha Gaming na nakita na ng All Gamers.
Yeah. So if they did their reviewing, if they did their work yesterday, the homework, then they should have a good idea of how the other team plays. I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be a very equal matchup. Sabi naman natin kanina that we're expecting a 3-map series dito. But I do feel like, whoa! Sub-base for BaiSha. This is an interesting one.
It's gonna be sub-base nga na makita nga natin dito. Entry hands of BaiSha Gaming. Well, we can see that lalong-lalo na binaban din to minsan ng Arcelia. Actually, yesterday na-ban out nga to na pwede sigurong pick din ng BaiSha Gaming, pero this is the first ban ng Arcelia nung nakalaban nga nila yung mga players nga dito ng All Gamers. And right now, for the side naman dito ng NT, Actually, binaban din to eh. Binaban din to ng NT na hindi nga malaro nga dito ng All Gamers dun sa game nga nila yesterday. But again, pagdating nga dito, Ankara, sub-base is here, and last map, it's gonna be Black Widow.
Black Widow is gonna be an interesting one, of course. Very familiar yung mga teams natin dito. So, if it does get to a third map, we're gonna be in for a long series, Vil.
Yeah, for sure. Pero I'm actually feeling na talaga magkakaroon nga tayo ng 2-0. It can be AG, it can be BS. Pero there's a huge probability as well na mapunta rin tayo dito sa last map of the day, which is Black Widow. 2-1 to end the day. Not bad.
Definitely not bad. What a start to our first series here. Ankara. Teams now getting geared up. You already see medyo mga nagwa-warm up na yan. Check natin yung ating mga mouse hands and our keyboard hands para
pakiramdaman natin.
Painitin natin na yung mga nakataon, naka-hand warmer, no?
Kasi malamig eh. Malamig dito sa venue eh.
Kung Pilipino ka, malamig dito.
Malamig dito, man. Kasi every night, tinasya ko yung temperature eh. 21, 18, parang lang nasa Baguio,
parang
basically.
naka-aircon, oo. Kahit saan ka pumunta.
Kahit saan ka pumunta, basta malamig eh.
Pero yung EN casters natin pinagpapawisan.
Come on. Come on. Ang 24, 21 sa kanila mainit, pare.
Mainit para sa kanila eh.
Oo, pero sa atin,
aircon na yun sa atin
aircon na yun. Kasi ako sa bahay ko, 24 lang yung aircon ko, masaya na ako eh.
Oo.
Yun lang eh. Yun yung, kumbaga, yun yung best room temp na hindi mainit, hindi malamig, na super lamig, sakto lang, na super comfy. Pero speaking of comfortability, ito, comfortable ka naman so far sa stay mo dito ngayon sa Shanghai?
Yeah, I mean, alaga naman tayo ng ating mga TM, ng ating organizer dito. No? We have a great hotel. 5-star hotel yan. Great breakfast. May bathtub tayo, men.
Oo. Di ba lubot na yung ano? For sure, na ganun na nga. Pero yeah, on to this game, ladies and gentlemen. Nakita na natin yung mga gagamitin nga nating mapa, mga tropa. Ankara ang una. Katapos nun, lilipat tayo papunta sa base. And right after that, it's gonna be Black Widow for us to see on who's gonna get this big W right now. But again, BaiSha Gaming versus all gamers. Kayo guys, sino gusto nyo manalo dito? I-type nila sa comment section for us to know, for us to see as well kung ano ba yung mga pwede nga natin makita. And Ankara ang pinili ng AG.
Yep.
Right? Tama.
Correct. So Ankara, given that kind of priority, we're looking towards what they want to do at that point, no? Kung kakayanin ba ng all gamers na talunin ng BaiSha dito. But of course, given the previous record, no CFPL, they should be very confident here to start off this series.
Yeah. I mean, with that win na ginawa nga ng all gamers dito nung kalaban nga nila yung BaiSha Gaming, kumbaga, ito ulit, maglalaro na naman sila. Sama-sama na naman, mga tropa. Kumbaga, yun nangyari dati, syempre ngayon, panibago na. If ever, syempre, it's a new day, it's a new tournament. So might as well, wag na nating simulan yung mga nangyari ba, wag nating inulit yung mga nangyari ba kahapon, mga tropa. At kung narinig nyo, lahat sila sumisigaw na. Sayang, hindi namin maintindihan.
I wish I could, but I can't speak it. Ay, Jayo! Yeah, there you go. Fighting daw, fighting.
BaiSha Gaming yung sumisigaw. Naka-BaiSha na jersey.
Naka-BaiSha jersey sila. So siguro, BaiSha tong side nila sa may Jayo.
Ano ibig sabihin?
Fighting.
Fighting?
Fighting. It means fighting. So now, you know, may konti tayong Mandarin word for the day.
Ano yun?
Jayo.
Jayo.
Ayan na nga. Narinig nyo na yung music. Ito na. Paparating na tayo sa server. The first match of the day. The first semi-final. Chinese El Clasico. All gamers versus BaiSha. And we're starting it off here in Ankara.
After 30 minutes, finally talaga nagsimula na nga talaga yung game nga natin. Like what you said, it's gonna be Ankara nga just to start off this match right now. BaiSha versus all gamers. Lagi sila nagtatapat, pero so far, all gamers pa rin talaga na nanalo nga dito with a score of 0-2 already. Yung last time nga na nakita sila. And again, onto CFPL. And again, onto this map, pareho silang nanalo dito. But, ang pinagkaiba nga nila nung laro is yung score na rin, di ba? Nanalo ang all gamers, kalaban nilang NT, 10-3 yung score. Naglaro ang BaiSha dito, nakalaban nila yung Arcilia, 13-10 yung score. And with that, syempre, mas maraming rounds, mas maraming strategies nga na mababasa ngayon ng all gamers for sure.
And now starting it off here, a little bit of presence na tamang default lang para sa BaiSha to try and piece together what the defense for all gamers is right now. It's gonna be a two-man hold. Also, very forward si Bao dito to try and prevent
Yeah.
that space being taken by YDSS on the other side. We do know that All Gamers is a
Yep.
very active team, one that likes to take space early during the round to kind of dwindle yung mga decisions na pwedeng gawin ng kalaban nila.
A lot of utility play nga pinapakita nga dito ng BaiSha together with AG right now. Pero yun nga muna, it's all about the nades nga na pwede nga nila pakita. But that is a kill coming in from Bao. That is a first blood na ginawa dito ngayon ng Team AG. But right now, asan ba yung follow? Pwede nga makita dito si Leah together with the other one right now. And that is a quick scope coming in from Bao again. Second kill. Just trying to switch up onto that M4 for him na talaga makapag-advance ba dito kahit papano. And this is gonna be a 5v3. AG is on a roll.
Grabing pag-beat and switch yung galing kay Bao, no? Nice and forward, going backwards again, waiting for them to fall into the trap. Ngayon, si N9 nagpaparamdam muna sa may labas. Sabi natin kanina, N9, one of the higher performing individuals yesterday for the BaiSha series.
Yes, sir.
Might be one of the things that he has to do here again.
Yeah, and if ever he can actually do the thing again like what he did yesterday, talagang magwawala nga din talaga dito yung BaiSha Gaming. Pero slow start coming in from BaiSha, no? Talagang hindi pa rin talaga sila pumapasok dito kahit papano. Pero pagpunta naman dito, mga tropa lahat sila papuntang RS na, pero pwede talaga magbipa if ever dun pupunta yung C4. Pero hindi, medyo distraction lang din yun. Pero look at Xiao taken down, Jue already, and that is huge. At least nabawasan pa ng isa yung mga players nga dito ng AG. But right now, look at N9. This is gonna be N9 versus Du in just a few seconds. That is a spray, and he prayed, and Du wins the day 2v4.
That's Du just going insane right now. This guy didn't even use his sniper, no? Tamang Colt lang muna para sa kanya, and now with Xiao being eliminated as well as Octolai. He gets one, but it's gonna be a 1v3. You can see for hindi niya hawak, and there's only 50 seconds left in the round. ZY tens it. First round goes to All Gamers.
1-0 already. I mean, there's a reason kung bakit nga talaga 0-2 yung score nila ng CFPL. And with this, talagang mas papalakisan pa ng AG itong score nga nila. Pero, Lia yun eh. Lia, di ba?
Lia yun.
Lia.
Hindi ko rin alam ba't ako naging lie.
Lie.
Sinungaling yata ako today.
Okay lang. Sabi nga ni Rihanna, love the way.
Love the way you lie.
Ayan. Si Rihanna yun, diba? Tama
Si
ba?
Rihanna yan, I think so. Silang dalawa ni Eminem.
Ayun! Pero eto na mga tropa, kumbaga Eminem, wala silang magagawa kay Looney. Pero ngayon, 1-0, AG, handa na, double sniper setup coming in from Bao and Du. And for CY and Jue, it's just BaiSha trying to bombard the players here in A.
The problem that we've seen so far, no, is that BaiSha have not been able to get too much information as to what the actual defensive setup ng All Gamers is. Kasi hindi man talaga sila nakapasok sa loob ng site. All they got was that kind of space in mid, so they're gonna try and go with sheer numbers dito. This way with a pixel peek trying to get the information, and he's gonna have an idea. Flash now gonna be going in, waiting for them. And he has a great angle dito. Pero si Xiao, magandang check. Nahanap niya si Jue. First strike ngayon para sa BaiSha. ZQ up on top. Trying to get them onside. But ZY will save his skin. 3v4 inside. Walang nakita yung mga players ng All Gamers sa loob ng A.
I mean, lalong-lalo na, nangyari din talaga doon for the side of BaiSha Gaming is just that double nade setup na talagang binabato nga nila for them to get these players off guard. And syempre, off position din sa mga players nga dito ng AG. Sabay-sabay sila pumapasok with all the utilities, flashes, smokes. Lahat binabarat nila, lahat kinakaya nila. And for the second time na nga na pumasok sila dito sa B, actually not the second time, pero the first time na nakapasok nga na talaga sila sa site. I mean, look at that. Yung round 1 natin, what just happened? Laging outskirts yung mga nangyayaring kills. Yung iba off-cam pa. Kumbaga, naiisahan ng All Gamers yung BaiSha. Pero ngayon, they have this confidence already. Wanting to throw everything inside the site and just go in.
At yun nga kasi yung likas na lakas ng blacklist side, no? By default, if you choose to go a 5-man push inside of a site, you're gonna have better numbers. And that's what they did. They relied on the 5-man push inside of A. Nagulat na lang yung All Gamers na napakaraming taong nakatawad sa kanila. At wala silang nagawa kasi na-flash ka, na-nade ka, na-smoke ka, wala ka nang makita.
I mean, the switch up is here. Napakadali. Kumbaga, on the fly rin talaga yung pagpalit nga nila dito ng mga play style in order for them to catch these players off guard right now. Pero yung that's gonna be a huge battle coming in from Bao. And he's super low in HP. 577 on the follow-up right now, but it's not yet over. Makakita mo ba tayo ng kills ngayon? Pero hindi. Medyo malayo na talaga yung mga players nga dito ng AG. It's just them trying to get that push and pull or probably get that deep information na sana kukunin nga ni Bao. Pero ang nakuha ng BaiSha Gaming dito, napakadaming kumbaga information as well for them to know na talagang mag-i-A na lang sila.
Took them a while, no? Tamang bato lang ng smoke dito sa may second mid to try and make sure na hindi makapag-rotate yung mga players ng AG dito. But Jue, I think he has an idea. They don't see him. He goes for one, not the second. YDSS will trade it out and end with the follow-up inside of the site. Nice and clear like taking candy from a baby. Para sa BaiSha Gaming, it's now a 2v4.
I mean, that is a utility play na talaga na pinapalakas nga dito ng BaiSha Gaming, yes. And with this rotation, mas mahihirapan pa rito ang AG nga na makapasok ngayon. I mean, yes, together playing Do and ZY just outside A, and paano nila ito papasukin? Napahirap nga na ito. The fact na halos wala sa utilities ngayon, that is N9 catching one. It's all up to Do right now. That is a 1v4, and how can you do that? It is going to be really difficult, and just N9 sees the day again with a win. Wow! Right after the first round. Pagkatapos na nag-iba ng lahat.
Grabing adjustment na ginawa ng BaiSha Gaming dito. Looks like they now have an idea what the defense looks like, how they're gonna try and dismantle it, get past the many layers, the many walls na tinayo ng all gamers para hindi makapasok ang ating mga shark ng BaiSha.
And right now, grabe yung monitor ko, ang laki, di ba?
Laki talaga.
Oo. Pero yun na nga mga tropa, pagdating naman dito, it's just Xiao. Kung bakit si Xiao no? Yung winning condition, syempre, ng AG, just take down yung mga superstar player ng BaiSha nga dito. Pero nangyari na dati, all gamers ngayon nanalo, but for BaiSha Gaming, it's just them trying to rewrite the story na sila naman ang bida.
Hindi sila papayag na lagi silang underdog dito sa all gamers, kaya gagawin talaga nila ang lahat. And a 2-1 right now, if they can keep this momentum moving forward, it wouldn't be surprising for them to win this map kasi ang bilis nilang na-switch yung momentum eh. Na-pull kaagad nila kung ano yung lakas man ng all gamers kanina! Getting a little bit too spicy, gets taken down. That's gonna be awkward for them.
Yeah. I mean, that could have been a win. Papunta nga dito kay Du, no? Pero syempre, it's just that timing na nakuha na rin talaga dito ng BaiSha Gaming for them to take down AG. But it's not yet over. The position is here. The aggression, mga tropa, at least papasok na. Lahat ng nades, flashes. ZQ is inside already. At paano nga to? Taas yung iba. Tatlo sila talaga tatapatan nila. Pero yun na nga lang in terms of that spray. And that is the players coming in from BaiSha Gaming trying to take down everyone. YDSS 577 making a move for them to win. It's on to Jue 1v5, and if ever matalo dito ang AG, they really need that timeout.
They really need that timeout, man. The timings were off. You can actually see them getting caught off during the rotations. Na there's a lack of communication or lack of information across the map. Du felt like he was gonna be able to get a freebie out underneath. Kaso ang pagka-peak niya, dalawa yung nakabantay sa kanya. It's looking like a really good read out of BaiSha.
Itong si Jue, hindi siya lalaban. Kasi he's gonna use that extra 1 minute for them to get that time out. I mean, ilang minutes sila nag-uusap? 2 minutes? 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Pag pinagsama-sama mo, and that is huge for them though. But look at that. It's just the timeout coming in from AG right now para nga makapag-usap-usap sila. Ano ba yung next nating step nga dito? Nakuha natin yung intro. Pero pagkatapos doon, wala na. Ubus na. Finish na.
And where do we go from here? Na nakita natin nung simula, the first round, one of the biggest things that made the difference between the first and the last 3 rounds was that all gamers were getting proactive on the map. They have Bao, they have Du, actively pushing forward, getting some map control para magulat yung BaiSha on the timings na pwede nilang kunin. And then in the following rounds, umatras sila. They went back to normal. And when you play default against a team like BaiSha, they know how to play around it.
I mean, I really love kung paano nagpalit din ng tempo ang BaiSha Gaming dito towards the round 1. Right after that, hindi ba nila dire-diretso na tayo dito? We have our utility anyway. I mean, pag naglaro ang BaiSha Gaming dito, sobrang utility heavy. Gamit na gamit lahat.
Kita mo si Bao kanina.
Man, gamit na gamit yung utility talaga ng BaiSha Gaming. I mean, we have this for a reason. Libre to eh. Gamitin na natin, di naman natin binibili to, di ba? Ibato lang natin ng ibato, at yun ang ginawa ng BaiSha, yung kalaban nila, pinagbabato.
Tamang flash lang, tama lang na mga grenade. Sabi ko kanina si Bao, no, he gets shot, he walks into one nade, runs away, walks into another nade. Grabe yung mga lineup din ng BaiSha, no, when it comes to this actual game. And you can see the preparation that they brought into. Now, 10 seconds left for our time out. Ang all gamers, ano yung pwede nilang gawin dito? Titingnan natin sa susunod na round kung kaya ba nilang bawiin yung nawalang mga round sa BaiSha.
I mean, ganito lang yan, di ba? I mean, tatapatan ba natin, sasabayan ba natin yung playstyle nga ng BaiSha ngayon, or probably just let them get that space and retake na lang. Pwede naman nilang gawin yun though. But again, for the side of BaiSha Gaming, they're just gonna do the same thing all over again, or probably just trying to tweak up. Why? Why? I mean, kumbaga, bakit mo papalitan yung isang bagay na talaga nag-work din naman?
Yep, if it's work. If
Oo.
it works.
Tinagalog ko lang actually.
Yun nga. If it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Oh,
di
yun
ba?
lang, tinagalog ko lang, man. Yun yun.
Pero ngayon, BaiSha, a little bit cautious, no? Knowing that nag-time out yung AG, baka sakaling may konting pagkakamali, may pagbabago. So they're really playing it safe to try and get some kind of information. Small change here for AG. They actually have 2 people invested inside of hotel rather than inside of B site itself. So may konti silang surprise factor if they do choose to push into it here. And that's gonna be Lie, first point of contact. If they do choose to go here, may maririnig ka na rin na rotations into RS just in case na nakapag-push sa may second mid yung BaiSha.
And right now, ladies and gents, it's just the players coming in from BaiSha Gaming right now, trying to wreak havoc again, just like what they're doing. With the past 3 notes,
Oh,
now 5-7 to 7
what
with
is
a push
that?
it again with a 2K already. But why the assessment of follow-up is just all these multi-kills na ginagawa dito ng BaiSha Gaming, make it a harder time for the time of AG to get that follow-up. The superior map control na meron, yung tempo na pinapakita dito ng AG, na-overpower sila ng malala. Pinili nyo tong mapa na to, ha? Ginusto nyo, ha? Sige, babawian namin kayo.
Mukhang masinsinang aral yung ginawa ng BaiSha dito para ipakita sa all gamers kung paano talaga laruin yung mapa na to.
Yeah.
Every time they find a one-on-one encounter, hindi man lang sila nananalo. And the way that 577 and YDSS took control of Hotel, man, kahit naka-crossfire sila dun, wala silang nagawa. Pagkapasok, patay ka agad.
At yun na nga, di ba, nagugulat na rin talaga yung mga players nga dito ng AG kung paano ka makakabawi ngayon. Gulat na gulat sila. Tinry nila na tapatan, tinry nila na sabayan, banggaan, pero BS pa rin talaga nanalo nga doon kahit anong mangyari. But right now, it's just the players of AG trying to bombard again. Itong BaiSha Gaming talaga hindi pa rin talaga nila hinahanap kung nasa yung mga kalaban nga nila. Pero pagdating naman dito si Lee, dito nakapitas na ng isa, which is si Bao. But right now, oh no, yung katapat mo, na dalawa ba nasa harapan mo? You have the flash, yes, you have the nade, you have the follow-up, pero tandaan mo, walang malakas sa 5. Catching 1, pero napakadami pang tao dyan. Lee as well, take it down 2 right now. Pero nasa may yung follow-up din sa 3v3. Lamang ang AG in terms of HP. Pero make that happen. If ever meron pang ibang utility skill, pero feeling ko wala na. Yes, may smoke inside the side, pero this is a 2v1. Once again, not 2v1, pero 2v2. Jway, medyo malayo pa. Pero ngayon, mga tropa, 1 minute 20 seconds, lahat talaga sila nagbabarilan, nagpuputukan na. Pero ngayon, that is Xiao Xiao again with a kill, but a 2K already. Make that a 1v1. Jway is low, and YDSS getting that win! Ang tagal nung laban na yun!
Sobrang tagal, men. Parang nasa loob ng isang kudeta na nangyayari sa loob ng site, no?
Tagal nun!
Smokes, bullets flying everywhere, and in the end, it just took a little bit more for BaiSha. Down to the 1v1 na naig pa rin ang BaiSha doon sa round na yun. And it's 5-1. A 4-round deficit at this point in your own mapping is not a good sign.
Kinikilabutan ako!
Woo!
Jai!
Jayo.
Jayo!
Yayo.
Jayo, akala ko. Hindi. Jayo. Pero yun, Jayo! Ang sinisigaw nga nila, wala tayong ganon. Ang meron lang tayo, alam mo ano?
Ano?
Jaryo.
Jaryo.
Yun lang yung meron tayo mga tol kasi ang balita, Pilipinas ang mananalo mamaya.
Tama. Bunal Ubik.
Oh, yun ang headlines natin.
Kasi headline nga yung Ubik Maniac, yung news outlet that actually covered them, no? Na-feature sila.
Ikaw rin naman. Parang ikaw hindi.
Pero ito na.
Huwag ka mag-alala, andito ako para i-bring up yun, brother. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you.
Solid, solid. Pero ganoon nga, ngayon, AG, even after the timeout, wala pa rin sila nakukuhang kahit anong purchase dito, no? It's gonna be a slippery slope. If they can't find some sort of momentum now, this could be a really clean map para sa BaiSha Gaming.
Mahirap yung momentum. Tempo pa lang. Yung form ng BaiSha dito, naglaro sila, nag-login sila para manalo. Kitang-kita natin yun, 5-1. Parang hindi AG ang kalaban mo.
Kita niya yung shoulder dito. Awkward yung timing. Wala siya nakuha. Ngayon, they're aware and Bout being taken down on the other side of the map as well. They're just being taken apart piece by piece.
But right now, that is a nade. At least Dre dito nabawas nga lang kahit pa paano. Pero meron pang pangalawa. At least chip damage lang to. Paunti-unti lang ba. But right now, look at Lie. Medyo malayo pa with the C4 right now. Pwede pa sila dito pumunta nga sa may gitna or probably sa B. Pero right now, there's gonna be a battle between Dre together with 577. This is actually the patience play. That is a swing already. But Dre knows better. Pero meron pa siya ditong follow-up mga tropa. Lie
Lia papasok na. Si Zeke nasa taas, pero meron pang nasa baba. But Lia pa rin talaga makakakuha. Do and Dway making that kill. All to these players do. The only man remaining, but N9 is there for them to get that kill. Superior crossfire mga tropa.
BaiSha Gaming bringing the chaos into the map and thriving in it. Right now, all gamers are struggling to even stay alive in the server.
Beautiful.
Beautiful crossfire para sa BaiSha, man.
Mwah! Ano mo tawag dito?
Sublime.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Grabe ha.
Hindi ko alam kung ano nangyari, ano nakain ng BaiSha, no? Nakaisang round lang yung all gamers pagkatapos nun biglang bumaliktad yung mapa.
Pare-pareho lang naman tayo ng kinakain sa hotel, pero ba't ganito?
Yun nga eh.
Ba't sila ang lakas
Baka
mag-crossfire?
ano yung kinakain mo doon? Kinakain ko yung ano eh, yung
kimchi.
yung kimchi, di ba? Baka sa kanila kinakain nila yung mga dumplings, mga ganon. Hindi ko alam. Medyo maraming selection doon sa breakfast eh.
Yeah. Wala kasing pares dun eh.
Walang pares, men.
Walang
Mami,
overload.
ganon. May congee ah.
Ha?
Congee.
Oo nga eh. Oo, meron nga. Meron doon, ano, shumai.
Ay, shumai.
Oo, shumai yan. Sa atin kasi sa Pilipinas, siomai, di ba?
Pero iba kasi yung siomai sa shumai, di ba?
Oo, magkaiba. Yung kanin, parang gano'n, pero eto na mga tropa, pinapuro na naman ng bomba yung mga kalaban nga nila. Napakadaming flyers dito, Diyos ko. Yung kalaban nila, puro puti lang dito ang nakikita. Pero dire-diretso na siya. Pero eto na nga, pumasok ba? Hindi! Push and pull, nagbato lang kami sa wala!
Pero ang tagal, si Bao nakarating na dito. May konting backstab na pa itong mangyayari. YDSS! Nakahuli ng isa sa may kabilang side. Now they're gonna be aware. That opens up so much space on the B side of the map. Pwede sila mag-push dito sa may LB. Si Du lang yung nag-iisa dito na nakabantay. Pero hindi niya alam kung saan siya titingin. Nakatingin siya sa may mid. Di niya alam kung baka sakaling may tumawid na rin. The timing is off. Nakatawid sila sa loob ng hotel. Du's gonna get spotted and now they're gonna be running at him with full force.
Pero ngayon mga tropa, pagpunta naman dito at si Xiao dito nakapitas pa ng isa. You have the shot, you have the nade right now. ZY with a kill. ZY with a swing again. Pero big down at 2v3. Lamang pa rin dito ang AG. 40 seconds remaining. Mali mo makabawi ba ang BaiSha dito. Pero right now, after 7 rounds at least, AG naman talaga nanalo. Pero hindi pa rin mangyayari yun. 3v2 kanina. Pero big down at 2v1. Dway, the only man remaining right now. Can he make that clutch? Can he make that win? And we're gonna get to see lalong-lalo na pag pinatala yung C4. At least yung nade nandito, confirmed. Alam nila kung nasan pa. At eto na nga, BaiSha pa rin talaga ang makakakuha.
Just when you think it's about to end, man, BaiSha pull a rabbit out of the hat. The 3v2 it was. Tapos biglang naubos sa kamay ng mga players ng BaiSha Gaming dito. Napakaganda. What an adjustment. What the mid-round call for BaiSha Gaming. It's 7-1 right now. We're at the last round of the first half.
You know what? Iba pa rin talaga yung body system na pinapakita talaga dito ng BaiSha eh. I mean, yes, you're down with one person, one head right now. Pero once na nag-body system na dito ang BaiSha Gaming, ang hirap tibagin, ang hirap patayin. Kasi kahit anong mangyari, may trade. Sa totoo lang, dalawa pa nga silang buhay dun eh.
Oh, the patience from Xiao, knowing the angle so well, millions of hours in the game. An immediate kill for free on ZY, one of the higher performing players ng all gamers dito.
Grabe
They're
yun.
really taking them by the leg and pulling them off.
Ito for the side of BaiSha Gaming I mean, Xiao having this momentum once again, it's gonna be really hard for you to recover kung ganito pa rin talaga siya kainit. I mean, for the side naman dito kay AG, once na talagang mapalamig nila yung mga kabingan dito ng BaiSha, maybe doon tayo magsisimula. Pero ngayon ito ng mga tropa, mukhang papasok na rin ata sila dito.
Wow! He's gonna have a bad spot here, pero si Du nakakuha ng isa. The dynamic duo holding on to the other side, making sure N9 and 577, the two star players so far, not gonna be allowed inside. No ID, no entry. They choose to back off.
3v4 right now. They have the flashes connecting onto
empty.
Bao and
Ace
Du.
is empty.
Pero ngayon, sa nalikod mga tropa, eto na. Diyos ko,
That's
si
the
Lie.
C4!
Magfa-flank nga ata siya. Magle-lurk siya. Late lurk actually. But again, that C4 is there. Dropped as well. Kailangan nilang kunin to. Pero pagpunta naman dito, Diyos ko, si Du andito pa together with Jade. Nasa harapan nila. And it's all up to Xiao. 1v4 mga tropa. One tap on sila at pistol. Meron pa pangalawa. Pero kamunti ka na. If ever talaga tatama talaga GG na. Pero ZQ, Xiao susunod. Pero may tao sa likod dito na ina-expect for sure. Kahit anong mangyari. Xiao, patay ka.
7-2 in the first half right now. Domination so far from BaiSha. But there is a silver lining, Vil. Yung all gamers nakahanap ng isang round towards the end. Ibig sabihin, men, hindi pa tapos ang lahat.
Hindi pa tapos ang lahat. Anything can happen. Kumbaga, yung room of opportunity for them to make bawi. Make bawi?
Make bawi?
Is, sorry. Makabawi. Yun, sorry. Makabawi is talagang sobrang open pa. Malay mo. Pagpunta sa second half, di ba? Babawi na agad ang AG. Tulad na ginawa ng BaiSha nga sa kanila. Pero look at that! Quick scope coming in from Lee again. Pero Do with a complete turnaround of events. Nakabawi siya ng isa. 1-to-1 trade.
Ang maganda yung question ni Xiao dito. Hindi yata siya ina-expect na nandito sa mga ng box. Pero nakita siya. Little bit of a pixel peek. Run towards the hills right now. Stay alive for a little bit longer. But though, inside of yellow, grabe yung angulo na yun. Hinabol niya talaga si Xiao dito. Para lang magkaroon ng advantage na naman ng all gamers. And look at this. The amount of manpower given by BaiSha to push forward towards A has opened up so many opportunities. Kasi tinang mo at this point, wala pa silang nakukuha ang ibang information.
Yeah.
Sa may mid, walang tao. Hindi sila nakapag-push sa may hotel. So what does all gamers do? They have so many things that they can do, so many possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of information, they have Do naman trying to lurk out, trying to get that much information na makukuha nga nila dito. I mean, yes, Whitey is literally right in front of him though, but right now, it's just that push na ginagawa rin dito ng all gamers, all towards B. Pero at least, yung rest back dito nandito na, pero yun nga, una, YDSS ang mawawala. Do nakabawi nga siya dito, and for the side of AG, sila naman na nangunguna. And this is what? A 2v4? It's gonna be really difficult for him to get that. Pero yung sabi ni A9, hindi na. ZY is there for him to get that kill. Make that a 1v3. ZY is kinda low, yes. And malay mo, maklutch pa to ni 577.
Depende sa timing dito na makuha ni 577. Sa may hotel na nga siya at nakapag-plant na rin dito ang all gamers. No one's actually looking his way. It's gonna be one person. Bao turns his back. Nakita na yata siya dito. ZY ready on the angle. Gets that headshot and the round.
And that is all gamers. At least nakakabawi na dito kahit papano. Getting the first round of the second half. Pagdating nga dito ngayon. Pero that is the exact same thing na nangyari nung first half nga natin, di ba? Tapos dire-diretso to ng BaiSha. But for sure, AG, they don't want to make that mistake again.
Don't want to have another case of deja vu happening here para sa second half na. So all gamers, being careful dito. BaiSha are very heavy right now inside of hotel and second mid. That's 4 players. If you choose to walk through that smoke, that's 4 crosshairs strained on your head. So all gamers are a little bit wary about it. You see na may smoke dito. Baka sakaling masyado maraming tao sa may side na yun. So they're gonna wait for it to dissipate.
Yeah, paano nila ito gagawin mga tropa? This is gonna be really difficult for you to do so. Lalong-lalo na hindi ka na pwede matalo nga dito for the side of AG. Yes, I mean 7-3, 4 rounds in a row. Pero 3 na lang kailangan nga dito ng BaiSha. And with this, kumbaga ang AG, if ever you really want to get this momentum na pupunta nga sa inyo, kailangan perfect rounds. Every time.
Look at Joey.
Perfect execution as well.
He's pushed all the way up through mid, all towards bend. Wala sila nakikita ni isang tao. It looks like AG, they're gonna try and leverage this amount of space na meron sa kanila. That's half the map already given to them. Knowing that BaiSha, they're most probably inside of the sites kasi nga, ang dami na nilang na-explore given the time that's gone through sa round natin. Now that's mostly gonna be brought in dito sa my second mid. Convincing BaiSha that it's gonna be a B take, and it just might be. Not pulling any rotations just yet though.
Yeah, I mean 3-2 split lang nasa isip nga dito ng BaiSha game. But right now, this is actually the big deny and delay na gagawin dito nila Lie together with Xiao. ZY is here, pero yung nade mo na mga tatama nga nila. So they're gonna make that a 1-2-1 trade. Joy and Lie taking down each other. Pero meron pa pangalawa. Lie with the second one right now. Pero look at CQ and Do! With a 2K! That is huge again! 577 all alone. Do is slow, but Do! With a 2!
Beautiful, beautiful crossfire we're seeing here, pare. When it comes to the blacklist side, both squads this time. All gamers making sure we're not seeing a repeat of the first half. This is the intensity of crossfire right now. The Chinese El Clasico in full swing.
Pinapakinggan ko lang sila actually. Parang andito, yes, para mag-cast, pero gusto ko silang pakinggan. Kasi syempre,
no? The passion.
Yeah, I mean, naririnig lang naman natin yan, syempre. Oo, sa stream, ganyan, yung mga... Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na na crowd mics di ba? Para talaga mas malakas And with that, talagang rindig na rindig natin, iba yung passion nila sa laro. Iba yung talagang suporte nila dito. Kasi tandaan nyo
once na Crossfire All-Star player ka, celebrity ka bigla.
Tama, artista ka na nga talaga kaagad. Nakita mo naman kanina, no? This event, Crossfire, not just ACL in particular, it's a family affair. We saw the crowd mics earlier. You saw there was an entire family, mother, daughter, and father together, no? Talagang family bonding event to.
Kilala sa Nibbles Dragon yun. Doon sila nagkita-kita sa Nibbles.
Sa may Nibbles.
Doon nga. Pero yun, pagpunta naman dito, it's just the timeout again coming in from BaiSha. Pero ito, no? I mean, just with the amount of respect na meron talaga ang BaiSha Gaming dito. Kasi once again, they don't want to have that loss again papunta nga sa All Gamers. Hindi na sila nanalo nung CFPL. Huwag naman pati dito.
Yun nga. Kailangan talaga may bawi sila ngayon. So you can see, before All Gamers can really gain full momentum, naghanap talaga sila kagad ng timeout para just in case, no? To stop it from snowballing para sa All Gamers. And it looks like they're really well prepared dito sa may BL side natin. Here comes a couple of nades, trying to flush them out of those better corners that you can hold on to A site.
Jway. Oh no. Ang dami mong katapat dyan. Si Xiao.
Wait,
For sure, man. Ito si Xiao, ha. Talagang if ever talagang dumiretso pa si Jway ng paunti-unti, talagang GG talaga to. But right now, medyo slow ang form na pinapakita nga ng AG ngayon. Not, I mean, comparing to the previous round, nakita nga natin kanina, this is actually slower than before. Pero it's all about the utility play din talaga na uumpisahan nga nila. Pero look at Du. This is the charge leading the way. Kasama nga si CY. But here we go. This is the aggression already. This is the entry. Nagpakita na nga sila, naghahabulan, paikot-ikot lang sila. Napakadaming flashes. Stays together as well. Pero that is the quick scope. Not to connect onto the players of BaiSha Gaming, and that is ZY winning that team fight instead. But however, YDSS from behind, bago na plant the C4 again. Pero yun nga na, meron pataas sa taas, which is sila N9, at tinatry nila na maubos dito yung mga kalaban nga nila. Pero here we go, onto this game, round 2, G.
Grabe yung adjustment dito na ginawa ng All Gamers, men. Umabante sila, they took that space in mid, went for a 4-man walk towards B site na hindi na-expect ng BaiSha yung timing na yun. YDSS1, ZQ with the double! ZY on the other side as well. It's gonna be an exchange of kills. A 2v1 right now. YDSS in search of it, but gets taken down instead. All Gamers, the momentum is here!
Mabawi at mabawi rin talaga yung mga players nga dito ng All Gamers, no? I mean, dumating tayo sa punto na talagang nag-timeout na rin dito yung BaiSha Gaming, and right after that, a complete turnaround of events. Hindi na-convert ng BaiSha yung timeout nila at AG pa rin dito nakakuha. And if ever na manalo dito ang AG, Diyos ko, it's like a deja vu of what happened back then. Pero sabi nila, yeah, ZY akin ka. Pero in terms naman dito nga kila ZQ, talaga nag-perform siya kasi nga siya ay nagbabalik na.
What a return to the stage right now. High pressure, high stakes, and with the home crowd here cheering for you as well. Both teams right now, grabing representation ng mga fans ng mga players dito, no? So you can really see that this is where it's at. Crossfire is an entity that is definitely one with the Chinese public, and you can see the love for the game here. Pero yun nga, right now, All Gamers being down a man, they have to find a way to get around the defense right now ng BaiSha, but they do like taking their time. Nakita naman natin kanina kung paano sila maglaro in that last round, really slowly exploring across the map. One lurk and the rest of the team as the main force on one side. Lie ready for the peek from Jue. Gets that second kill right now in the round.
Yeah.
All Gamers now going to be down 2 men against the full healthy squad of BaiSha.
And this is the push already. Ginagawa nga ngayon ng Team AG. Papasok nga dito ngayon sa B. If ever talaga itutuloy nga nila to. Pero make that a 5-3. At napakahirap ito for the side of AG. I mean, lalong-lalo na for the side of BaiSha kanina. I mean, yes, in terms of disparity, talaga nanalo nga dito yung BaiSha kahit ano, 2v4, 2v3, BaiSha pa rin na nanalo. But for AG, if ever BS can do it, they can actually do it too. I mean, right after this, yun nga lang, Lie will deny on to Do. And sabi ko kanina, kaya pa ba? Pero ngayon, medyo nagiging slim chance na.
It's the Lie choice right now. Xiao on the other side as well, trying to sandwich them, and he does. ZQ, the IGL gone. 1v5, malabo na lang para kay Bao. And that's all she wrote. BaiSha within 2 rounds of the map win.
Yeah, and to the side naman ngayon ng BaiSha Gaming, all they need to win is just 2. Pagkatapos doon, tapos na. Pero of course, sino ba ang pumili ng mapa na to?
All gamers.
All gamers. So this is gonna be really difficult for you. I mean, the fact na you've picked the map tapos natalo ka, malay mo, manalo sila sa sub-base if ever, di ba? Ang tawag doon, map pick curse.
Map pick curse, na map pick switch para sa dalawa nating teams. Possible. We're just gonna have to see whether or not BaiSha can get this over the finish line because this has happened before. It does get close, but sometimes they can't close it out. So BaiSha, there's still gonna be pressure here to make sure that they actually close it out and not get overconfident.
I mean, it happened before. It can happen again if ever talaga mangyayari ngayon. But right now, this is the aggression. This is a push again. But at least for the side of AG, medyo slow yung approach nila. Papasok kung saan ba. It's just this contact play. Heavy contact play and heavy default play scenario. Nakikita nga natin dito sa side nga ng AG. It's just trying to pick off these players one by one, catch these players off guard, or probably talagang mautakan nga nila if ever meron tayong distraction na magpapakita nga dun lang sa may kabila if ever pupunta sila ngayon dun sa may second mid. But at least, onto the side of AG. This is deadly. Alam ba ito ng mga kalaban nila? But Xiao is there. Oh no, he's gonna catch one and make that two instead. CQ with a follow-up right now. But in terms of follow-up, si Lia dito nakakabawi pa ng isa from up top. Dire-diretso. Bao is there. Getting tagged. YDSS super low. Bao leading the way together with Dway. Pero double swing! Onto the side of BaiSha. And that is Lia with a 2K. ZQ catching one as well. Pero 2v1. ZQ, eto na ang nagbalik mga tropa. Kaya pa ba niya?
Kaya ba ni Uncle na makuha yung round na to, men? Inulit na naman nila yung ginawa nila kanina. The same thing. 1 in mid, 5 in tunnel. And this time, BaiSha has the read. All they need to do now is finish it off. It's a 1v2 after all. 45 seconds. Luckily for ZQ na sa kanya yung C4. Kung kaya niyang ma-eliminate pero hindi niya nagawa, it's gonna be the follow-up. BaiSha, one more round.
Isa pa. Oh my God, lalaban at lalaban. Hindi na mauulit yung dati. Walang ganon.
Walang ganon.
Walang ganon, men. Kumbaga, pumunta kami dito para manalo.
Yun nga. Log in, get on the game, do your work, and go home. BaiSha, they want to make AG go home right now, taking their first map pick.
Magbabas lang to.
Bus lang yan. Tayo, flight pa eh.
Oo, Sim. At least tayo, lipad, di ba?
Lipad.
Sila, bus.
Nako. Pero ito na. Tira natin na. Xiao, very far forward. Look at the amount of space. This is gonna give so much info sa BaiSha right now. Na kung magkamali sila dito ng pag-peak, makakukuha sila ng isa, they're gonna have an idea of where Xiao is. And this halves the map para sa all gamers. Where do you go from here?
Magkakaroon ba tayo dito ng back to the drawing board? Or walang mangyayaring ganun. At least for the side of BaiSha Gaming, they're more than ready for them to face off this. Pero Bao kamunti ka na, getting tagged as well. He is super low, and this is good for the side of BaiSha Gaming. At least, naiiwasan nila yung atake ng all gamers ngayon.
Yeah. Waiting for it, they're not letting them get those easy picks. But look at N9. He's gonna walk right into it. Do is waiting. He's aware of the possibility, but he doesn't know the timing is just off. At ganun lang kaagad. Tama ng kuha ng isa. Tapos pull out agad. Dway, good for one over onto N9, but 577 is there for the immediate trade. The 4v3 here. Lie still holding off in the mid as the rest of BaiSha are trying to get some space elsewhere. Look at Xiao as well. Still waiting on the flank. AG are running out of space and they're running out of time.
Napipitikan to agad ng mga players nga ng BaiSha Gaming. They know kung paano ba mag-swing at magpapakita nga dito yung mga kalaban nga nila, and 100% win rate ang nakukuha nila ngayon. Pero magbabawian ata sila, pero eto na, kamunti ka na magkita. Si Bao versus Xiao, pero hindi. Sandwich play ata ang nasa isip dito. Diyos ko, isipin mo, lahat sila mapuntang RS pero yung mga kalaban mo nasa likod mo.
And there you
Yun
go.
nga.
Kita yung isa, YDS. Yes, good for two. Si Bao na lang natitira. One more round para sa BS. One more kill to get that map pick for AG. Luckily para kay Bao sa kanyang C4. But he only has 22 HP here, Vil. It's gonna be next to impossible. 13 seconds on the clock right now. BaiSha already hunting him down. He's up against the clock. He's up against the enemy team. The 1v3 next to impossible. He does get one. Pero si Lie nandyan na. Nagpa-plant muna siya ng bomba. Pero wala na siya magagawa. The map pick ng all gamers goes to BaiSha Gaming.
Ito na yung sinasabi natin ng map pickers, mga tropa. Umpisahan muna natin dito sa map pick ng kalaban nila. Pero sino ba nakakuha? Siyempre, yung kabila. But right now, at least, the amount of support na ginagawa nga dito ng mga players nga and mga supporters ng BaiSha Gaming is just that intense. And with that, once again, BaiSha Gaming all the way from China wins the day
Pero, pagpunta nga dito, Diyos suave, no? I mean, on to the side nga, panoorin mo natin itong highlights.
And what a map that was. All gamers confident knowing na may record na sila natatalo nila yung BaiSha dito. But little did they know, BaiSha was prepared today.
Alam mo kung paano ko nasabing mainit?
Paano?
Meron ka bang nakikitang nawawala sa akin?
Oh, biglang nawala yung necktie ni paring Vil.
Oh, tinanggal ko na yung necktie ko kasi nga sobrang init. Alam mo yun, sobrang init nga nung laban ngayon. But right now, at least itong mga players nga ng BaiSha Gaming, they're on its way for them to get this 2-0 win probably. Talagang makakabawi nga sila. Ito yung revenge arc nga nila. Kumbaga, if ever na talagang hindi sila nanalo sa CFPL, babawian nila pagdating nga dito, di ba? Pero yun na nga mga tropa, we're gonna get to see kung paano manalo to. Kumbaga na, pwede natin sabihin, na ito 2-0 to the fact na nanalo sila sa mapang pinili ng kalaban nila. What more dun sa mapang pinili nila?
Yun nga. So compound, this is the map to win para sa BaiSha. If they can win this, it's gonna be nice and secured. On the other side, all gamers, pressures on them. Natalo sa sarili nilang map pick Ankara. 10-5. This is not a good sign para sa all gamers. If you can't win on your own map pick, that means you're probably not in form. You're probably not at your best condition right now. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung pwede nilang gawin within the next few minutes bago tayo pumunta ng map number 2. But I mean, just looking at the stats right now, look at AG. This is an abysmal stat line. 1.0 kaya though everyone else below that.
Yeah, I mean, lahat talagang positive talaga for the side nga ng BaiSha Gaming dito. Pero look at YDSS really performed hard and good. Immense performance for the side of BaiSha Gaming right now. Pero syempre, on to that MVP. The most valuable player is actually Lian. Pakita nga natin na meron kasing tsansa na itong mga players nga ng BaiSha Gaming. It's just, it can be na double sniper setup. It's really up to you kung paano mo gagamitin ngayon with Lian together with Xiao Xiao. Pero, kumbaga, variation yun eh. Kung paano rin talaga lalaruin. But again, 1-0 already, BaiSha Gaming sila nakakuha, but right now, onto the side of Ankara, it's just gonna be na, I mean, sub-base ba rin yung next, no?
Sub-base.
Oh, sub-base. Ay,
Yeah,
sub-base.
sub-base.
Yung sub-base na to, this can be really deadly for sure because it can be all gamers, it can be na
BaiSha was prepared.
BaiSha. It's all about the preparation talaga.
Yun talaga. And sabi rin natin kanina, is it going to be a good day for the team? Kasi right now, nakita naman natin, all gamers do have some good moments. But the problem is they're looking like some decisions were kind of off. They're looking like sometimes hindi sila sure sa ginagawa nila. Medyo na-read sila ng BaiSha dito. I think they need to get their head back in the game right now. Hindi sila masyadong confident sa mga kinukuha na mga angles.
Yeah. Pero papunta lang nga dito ngayon sa base, no? I mean, anything can happen for the side of BaiSha Gaming together with all gamers. Kumbaga nakita natin dito yung mga timeout nga na they're doing. Minsan kasi hindi nila nako-convert onto a win, 'di ba? Pero it's just dire-diretso pa rin eh.
Yeah,
kumbaga,
dire-diretso.
Yun nga, no? I mean, wala yung conversion na nahuhuli pa nung kabila. Pero it's really depends on the conversion and to that win. Papunta nga dito ngayon sa game na to. But right now, we're gonna head on to a very, very short break. And right after that, it's gonna be the game 2. Syempre, ng laban na to once again, we're casters. Villain Suave. See you later.
At tayo nagbabalik mga kaibigan. Ako si Josuave at nandito si Tito Vil kasama natin
Wow!
ngayon.
Wow! Wow, ha? Sino yung kasama mo kahapon?
Si Lolo na yun.
Ayun. Oo, tama. Sarap ng candy ng China, no?
Sarap. Solid. Pero ito, maya, makikita natin yung pangalawang map pick ng BaiSha. Where AG were beaten on their own map of Ankara. For sub-base naman, tingnan natin kung prepared sila or hindi.
It's all about the preparation nga dito, no? Kasi to the fact na halos hindi rin dito nalaro to yesterday. But right now, for the side naman ng dalawang teams na to, anything can happen. I mean, lalo na dito sa first map, di ba? I mean,
Kita mo naman yung control na meron yung BaiSha eh.
I mean, it can be all gamers kasi nga syempre pinili itong mapa na to. Pero hindi. Kumbaga, na-transfer ng BaiSha Gaming yung 13-10 nila yesterday papunta dito. Kasi naman, yung laro nga ng all gamers kahapon is, anong score doon? 10-3 lang, di ba? I mean, talagang one-sided, no sweat, kumbaga. 10-3, parehong game. Bilis ng cast nyo no?
Oo, bilis nga eh. Sa inyo, hindi. Parang double yung time nyo kumpara sa amin sa camera.
Hindi lang, pre. Lala. Nagreklamo. Di pare. Lang ganon, men.
Pero yung nakita natin kahapon yun nga, we talked about whether or not it was going to be a warm performance from AG. Was it an enigma kahapon? Is this going to be a question of quality of competition, no?
Yeah.
Kahapon talagang na-test yung BaiSha kaya medyo sharp yung skills nila. Kahapon naman para sa AG, medyo madali lang yung buhay nila.
Yes. Actually, hindi rin gusto kong i-point out nga na sabi nga natin is 10-3. Yung score nga nila yesterday, nung kalaban nga nila dito yung NT, at least everything is recorded na nakikita nga natin ngayon. And for the side naman nga ng BaiSha Gaming dito, is just mahaba yung game nila eh.
Mahaba nga talaga.
Kumbaga, it's not a walk in the park yesterday.
Yep.
Oo, yung game 1 nila, 10-1. Pero right after that, parang lahat sila kumain ng magic beans.
Yeah. Kakaiba yung naging performance nila doon kahapon. And because of that, no, that means that you had more practice, more reps on the map pick kahapon. Yung Ankara dito ngayon, they really got tested. So now, ang sub-base, ang tanong, will BaiSha be able to convert their own map pick and end this with a sweep? Or is all gamers going to give them the same favor that they were given just the map prior?
I have a feeling na 2-0 on the side of BaiSha. Kumbaga, iba pa rin talaga yung revenge na gagawin natin dito ng BaiSha Gaming. The honor roll, and in terms of prediction, kanino ulit ako?
Kay BaiSha ka eh. So,
I never
ako naman.
I never doubted BaiSha Gaming. Kumbaga, gumising ako dito. Ay, nako, good morning.
It's a nice day to be a shark.
Oh, yun nga. Ay, nako, alam na naman natin na BaiSha ang mananalo. Pero, we're really got to see talagang all gamers pa tagal-lalaban nga sila. Pero syempre, game number 3, big possibility.
Pwede. Slightly better yung mga rounds for Blacklist sa all gamers. For BaiSha naman, sa may kabila, the GR side is much better for the Sharks of BaiSha. So ngayon, ang tanong, kaya ba nilang tapusin or will all gamers extend this map? We're about to go onto the server and it's gonna be here on the second map of the series, Sub-Base. All gamers on the back foot, about to go home. BaiSha want to put the nail in the coffin.
Malakas ang Pinoy dito, pare, tanda mo.
Malakas ang Bisaya dito specifically.
Yun nga eh, malakas ang mga Bisaya dito. Pero ngayon, maayong hapon nga po pala sa inyong lahat, tama ba ako?
Yes, sir!
Yun na nga, tama na nga talaga tulad na ginawa nga ni Lia dito sa ChengDu, which is sobrang tinamaan siya ng bala pero hindi pa natapos. This is gonna be a huge crossfire na meron sila. 577 catching one, pero si CY nasa may fence pa. Pero Diyos ko, nagkaharapan na nga, pero yun na nga talaga nakuha talaga ni NY, lahat nakikita niya. Pero meron pang isa, and NY, Diyos ko, si CY, pati yun, napatay niya. ZQ as well. Diyos ko, sino lang kumabit doon? Si NY at saka si Lia lang ang may kumuha doon.
Hindi ko maintindihan kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon. No? Sobrang liit ng spasyo ng pinaggagalawan nila at bigla na lang nauubos yung mga kalaban ngayon. What a first round that was. A fiery attempt from all gamers. Unfortunately, walking into the Great Wall of BaiSha.
Oh, yun na. Ito na. Kumbaga, you shall not pass, di ba?
You shall not pass, sabi ni Gandalf.
Oo, kumbaga, ang sinasabi, kumbaga sa Game of Thrones, open the door eh.
Open, hold the door.
Hold the door pala, sorry.
Hold door.
Oo, pag in-open yung door, talagang GG silang lahat. Nga pala, sorry. Oo nga, no? Hold the door pala, hold the door.
Kaya nga pala ganun yung pangalan niya. Pero ito all gamers, this is not good for them. Kasi when it comes to sub-base, the GR side is much easier to hold on to when you have a good idea of how to adjust the rotations, most specifically between Sikip and through CR, deciding where to get that space na kailangan ng team nyo.
And this is it. The aggression na meron ulit yung mga players ngayon ng AG. At least ZY and ZQ, medyo hindi din talaga naging maganda nga yung round nga nila kanina. Isa lang yung nakapatay, which is Sibao. But on the side of 577, really good positioning together with Liet. Kung naman sila dito, diretso ngayon. But on the side naman ngayon ng AG, slow push, no aggression at all, early pickoffs, and with this execute, magsisimula na. Here we go.
Got the lineups now. Get a little bit of smoke here just past Woods. Not going to be giving any free info para sa all gamers. The nades, the flashes here, 577 hiding right behind the wall. Lee is going to be the first point of contact. And they're not going to be expecting the secondary person on the other side! And 9 perfect timing finds ZY on the prowl. But Chue is going to be answering back in kind. Lie holding on behind the missile, gets 1. And there comes backup as well. And 9 joining his comrade on the other side. So all gamers, they do take 2 in quick fashion. But now it's going to be equal again. ZQ spraying down the IGL. Uncle is back. And 9 na lang natitira dito para sa BL side, sa GR side rather, stuck inside of A side, and they know where he is. He doesn't even know where to look kasi si ZQ umikot na. Nandyan yung C4, hawak-hawak niya, di niya alam kung whether it's in luwag or in sikip. N9, balik-balik, saan ka titingin? Left or right, up or down? Now he's gonna decide to go and rotate kasi baka sakaling nag-rotate na si ZQ, but it's the timing, the typing is perfect. Nakita ni ZQ si N9 dito, hindi ka maloloko, nakita ka na rin, tumawid sa may sikip, si ZQ naglalakay! Playing on side of the missile, waiting for it. A little bit of chip damage, does not convert it just yet. And it's going to be a 1-on-1 battle inside the side. And ZQ bringing it back. The 1-1 here scoreline, getting them back on their feet.
Actually, lamang doon kanina yung mga players nga ng BaiSha Gaming. They have this perfect opportunity for them to take down with all the utilities nga on hand. Actually, yung unang flash nga nila, pumasok nga sila dito. 3 agad yun na flash. Pero sino nanalo doon? AG pa rin talaga. That is a 1v1, yes. You have the idea kung saan kayo pupunta. And in terms of HP, lamang pa rin si ZQ nga doon. And might as well win that round kasi if ever hindi, that's gonna take a huge toll for the side of AG.
And huge is right. Pero may magiging reaction ngayon ng BaiSha after that last round. They're gonna invest all that space, all that manpower more towards A, more towards mid and Woods. But all gamers might have the read. They're waiting for the adjustment, waiting for the lurk to come out from BaiSha to try and catch them off guard. Do actually on an off angle right now. Tignan natin kung may makukuha sila. That's gonna be a 4-man push here. Do trying to sell a fake over onto A by throwing the smokes as well. It's gonna be a great setup pero wala pang nakukuhang spacing all gamers. It's taking a while, Vil.
Yeah. I mean, on the side naman dito, no, doon natin talaga nakita natin yung distraction play na ginagawa rin dito ng AG. Just trying to think na make them think for the side of BaiSha Gaming na pupunta talaga sila sa kabila. But right now, it's gonna be the push, the aggression again for AG. I really love kung paano nila kinokontrol yung buong side nga dito. Everyone is actually really scattered. More information, more space to be covered. And for the side of BaiSha Gaming, they really need to win the team fight first. Kasi why? Kasi if ever hindi, ma-overflow sila na mga makalaban nga nila. And that is the thing. If ever na-overwhelm ka, diretsuhin ka na for sure ng AG. And again, onto the side of BaiSha Gaming, it's just them trying to wait for the aggression in terms of exit in just a few seconds. Magsisimula ulit tayo dito.
577 coming in from behind. Di niya expecting backstab na to. 577! 1, 2, 3! Para kay 577 dito. Ang all gamers biglang naubos, biglang naglaho parang bola. Si Pao na lang natitira. Last hope for the round. The 1v3. Impossible! BaiSha with one hell of a backstab.
That is a late lurk talaga. Kumbaga, the flank na pinakita nga dito na 577 is huge already. Ito, nagsimula muna tayo. Sino ba yung pinakaunang binrelease, yung pinakamalayo, yung pinakamahirap nga dito talaga patayin. Then right after that, inaisa-isa niya, hindi lang isa, dalawa, kung hindi 3 ulo yung nakita niya. The precision is there. And if ever meron kang gagawin, huwag ka na mag-second thoughts, just do it.
Just do it nga, sabi ni Shia Leboff. Pero 2-1 dito, BaiSha, they are so back right now. Just do it, saying our favorite, pangalan niya, Sam Witwicky.
What have
What have I done?
what I've done. Eto na sila Optimus.
Si Optimum Pride.
Oo. Pero, pagpunta naman dito mga tropa, in terms of utilities, nag-iiba ngayon ang playstyle nga ng BaiSha, no? Medyo nag-a-advance na rin sila with this aggression. They're just not letting AG get that space. I mean, yes, sa first round na manalo nga dito yung AG, kuhang-kuha nila with the synergy na meron nga dito yung AG. But right now, that's not gonna happen again. Medyo aggressive sila, medyo nagpo-push out sila, and not letting AG na makuha nga nila yung entirety ng control ngayon papasok ng site.
They're really discouraging AG from getting any kind of space, no? The smokes, the nades up in woods. On the other side naman, yung LR, wala muna silang mararamdaman. But it's YDSS just waiting to pull his trigger here. In9 behind the box, hindi nila in-expect! It's a trap! And he's got 3! And the 4th as well! BaiSha Gaming every round may multi-kill na pinaparating!
The multi-kill is huge coming in from the squad. I mean, on to the side naman ngayon sa All Gamers. Kung ako sa kanila, kailangan din nila mag-timeout if natalo ulit sila dito nga sa round na to, no? I mean, just stop the aggression, just stop the momentum. Pero I would like to say for the side of BaiSha Gaming, everyone is actually really performing good. I mean, look at N9. 9 frags already. Men, ang laki niyan. Ilang rounds?
Pa lang?
Round 5 pa lang, tas meron ka ng 9 kills. Boss, ang laki naman nun.
Ang laki.
Oo, pero ito ba, sa totoo lang dito, Joswabe ha, pag sama-samahin mo yung kills ni Bao, ni Du, at saka ni Jway, kulang pa eh.
Kulang pa rin
yun
talaga. It's a really cold map for all gamers, man. The mental seems to be in the gutter.
Pag pinagsama-sama mo yung kills kayo ng buong AG, kulang pa kay Du.
Yun nga. This
Tama
guy's
ba?
really
O tama,
been doing it.
4-8. Quick match lang, tol.
Quick match lang talaga. Ngayon, pero natin kung ano yung magiging adjustment man ng AG. Kung kailangan kasi talaga nila makahanap ng pamamaraan na makapasok dito. Pero napakaraming layers ng BaiSha. I would tell you one thing. It looks almost like the way that Ubik Maniac plays sub-base. They always have at least one person on A and then the rotation between CR and Sikip. Ganun lang kabilis yung rotation. Ganun lang kabilis yung kailangan nila maging adjustment para makita kung saan papasok ang all gamers.
Kumbaga, itong All Gamers, kumbaga itong BaiSha Gaming pala, may
Bisaya pala eh.
May pinanood eh. Oh, di ba? Men, kaya nga tinatawag na BaiSha, di ba?
Tama.
Oh, yun na yun, pare.
BaiSha, bye ako, bye ka rin.
Oh, bye tayong lahat. Oh, yun. Bye is friend, right?
Bye is friend,
Okay,
bye is
okay.
friend.
I would like to confirm that.
You are correct, you are correct. You are safe. We're not teaching you wrong things out here.
Oh, kasi marami kasi akong alam na hindi okay eh. Okay lang ba na sabihin ko?
Okay naman, okay
hindi
naman.
pwede, wag.
I'll give you the pass. Joke lang.
Wag. Uy, pwede na nga mga tropa. Talagang hindi to ina-expect to
YDSS!
ng AG. Why? I mean, for the side naman ngayon.
What?
Ng BaiSha Gaming, Diyos ko. Make that a 2v2. Okay na sana yung mga kills nga nila, pero mukhang hindi pa na talaga ata mananalo to.
What?
Pero N9, mag-isa, 1v1. And then first, but who's gonna win this? Oh no, 20 seconds remaining. They had enough time for them to go here and B. And that is C4 being blinded by Bao. Pero dire-diretso na. Ito na, papasok na. Yung Nate nandito pero tatamaan pa. Hindi naman ata. Pero yun nga lang, ginagawa lang dito ni Bao. Siya ay babawi pa. Pero pagdating naman dito, ang AG, timeout pa rin sila.
That's a great thing, no? Winning that round before the timeout gives them a little bit of confidence, and on top of that, makakapag-regroup sila, re-strategize, how do we adapt to the situation? They got themselves in the chaos of getting inside of the site here sa may B, and this time, they're living in it. Ginawa na rin ginagawa ng BaiSha, and all gamers have really done it very well.
Sana mag-game 3, no?
Sana mag-game 3.
Home sim.
Home simulation.
Home sim. Sana mag-game 3, no?
Exciting yun, man. Tapos
mamaya
nadami yung mga tao dito.
Tapos sa Grand Finals, Game 5.
Game 5.
Yo.
Maximum number of games tayo para sa araw, ilan yun? 11 games ang possible dito. Kung nag-3-3 tapos 5.
Tapos, basta panalo ang Ubik. Yun lang yan.
Basta panalo, Ubik.
Kahit ano mangyari, Ubik talaga ang nasa isip nga natin. Ang mga tropa nga natin sa Cebu, nalalo ko dati nung nasa Cebu ako, yan, na-meet ko yan sila. Tapos nabiyayaan tayo ng manager ng Ubik na mga chicharon.
Chicharon, dried mango. Nothing
Yun.
more Cebuano than those two things.
Actually,
Kulang na lang lechon pa.
Actually, yun mismo eh. Yun mismo yung binigay sa akin. Thank you! Big shouts nga pala sa manager of course ng ng Gubek. Maraming salamat. Ikaw kasi, Cebuano ka na eh.
Oo, tama. Sanay na ako.
Oo.
Everyday yan. Kahit maglakad-lakad ka lang, may dried mango, may chicharon ka makikita.
Thank you sa dried mango para na binigay mo sa akin isang araw
3 days ago in the airport. Or was it 4? I don't know anymore.
14 yun pare.
14 yun.
That
Ano
was
ba
like 3
ngayon?
days ago,
17 yun. So
basically.
it was 3 days ago. But yeah, we're back in the game right now. Back on the server. All gamers taking a timeout this time to see if they can get an adjustment that does actually work this time. So Jue gets himself inside the woods, waiting for some sort of aggression from BaiSha dito. And look, they immediately call it back. The lineups now being set up. Yung lineup na to para dyan sa CR, para wala silang makita dito sa may mid, sa may shutter as well. So they're gonna try and go all in through MR, through LR. Na iisa lang yung unang makikita dito. It's gonna be Xiao. He does have the right now. It's a relatively safe spot na pwede siyang one and done core na maka-atras kaagad kung hindi man siya tumama sa baril niya.
But as you can see, it's just YDSS siya. Muabawi nga dito. Makakakuha ba siya ng isa ngayon? This is gonna be really difficult. Lalo na if everything hindi na napigilan ng aggression nga ng AG ngayon. But now YDSS lead in charge. That the first kill coming in from him though. Pero meron pang isa. Nilikuran lang ang mga tropa. Dire-diretso. Niratrat. Binulag. Lahat na. Pero si Du nasa taas ngayon. And that is a kill again. That is a wipeout. That is a cleanup crew coming in from the side of BaiSha Gaming. Yes, they gave that enough space. Pero right after na makapasok na sila, hindi na, wala na, rat-rat na, ubus na.
Ganun lang kabilis, man. The number one mistake AG did was something that a rookie would do. You don't check your corners.
Wow. That is like... Kumbaga, yun yung first rule eh, no?
First rule ng kahit anong FPS game.
Oo. Hindi, second rule yun. Alam mo yung first rule?
Ano yung first rule?
Yung crosshair dapat nasa ulo.
Dapat nasa ulo. Crosshair placement nga pala.
Crosshair
Sa mga
placement
bagong
yun,
player
pare.
ng Crossfire dyan, ganun una. Number one, check your number one,
Crosshair.
have your crosshair in the right place. Number two, check your corners all the time.
Kasi meron kasi mga ibang players na nakatutok sa lupa lagi yung crosshair.
Binabaril yung paa. Ano yun?
Oo.
Maximum tolerance.
Yun nga, sige. Pero ngayon, maximum tolerance. O sige, pagpunta naman dito mga tropa, BaiSha trying to advance even further onto the side ngayon in 577. But at least, for the side naman ngayon ng AG, just medyo nag-hold back na rin sila, not letting them na maunahan ulit dito ng BaiSha. Once again, this is a 4-2 scenario. And if ever you're on AG's squad, you don't want this to happen. This is a map that you picked. If you lose this, it's over for you guys and you're gonna go home. Pero sa BaiSha, they really want to advance later on para sa ating grand finals. That is a best of 5. And with that, this is gonna be it. Dire-diretso na. N9 with a huge kill again.
Great starter here para kay N9. He does get information and the kill as well. But now he's gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place dito. Mahirap tumawid towards safety. Kaya si ZY bantay sarado dito. The rest of AG though, they're gonna make their way slowly crawling towards A site. And again, napakaraming tao naka-invest dito. YDSS 577 nakabantay dito sa may angulo dito. Inside of CR, magandang crossfire din. So ibibigay lang nila yung space na to. But Du and ZQ, they take two in quick succession. The 3v3 right now as Du finds Lie as well. It's gonna be one person left inside of A side, one on the other, and 9 takes down ZY here, equalizing, but Xiao is waiting with arms wide open. He takes that one, and the second, BaiSha Gaming take control, and they're not letting go!
The perfect execution coming here from Team BaiSha is just them trying to havoc dito nga sa side ng all gamers. Try to puncture in dito ngayon sa pader ng BaiSha, pero they did not let that happen. I mean, everyone really performed, lalo si Xiao. I mean, yes, siya lang yung tao sa A, pero hindi nga kayo pwede makapasok dito. Hold down the door. Hindi kayo, kahit anong gawin nyo, wala naman kayong ID para sa akin. But at least for the side of all gamers, they need to switch it up a little bit again. Pero yun na no? I mean, if ever they really want to push na aggressive talaga, all out, medyo nagkakaproblema sila.
Yeah.
If ever slow push, problema pa rin. So ano na?
What do you do at this point, no? The problem is they haven't been very flexible. Hindi tayo nakakita ng maraming facet kung paano yung itsura ng BL side ng AG. But to be fair, it is more heavily favored towards the GR side dito sa may sub-base. All AG needs to do is make sure that BaiSha don't get a scoreline that they can just run away with. And at this point, they are on the precipice. If BaiSha gets 6, life gets so much easier when we get to the second half.
That's true. Pero ito na. As you can hear it, fighting lang para sa kanila mga tropa. Suporta lang para sa mga teams na gusto nga nila manalo, pero kitang-kita na si Xiao, si ZQ. Pero buti na ito nakabawi, pero not today! Xiao! One tap to the head onto ZQ. At ano nang gagawin mo? You really need to reposition again. Pero ito na, meron ulit nakita si Xiao. Is he gonna get that second one right now? Pero in just a few seconds, malay mo, meron na mag-cross. Pero for the side of AG, nagiging careful na rin sila kumbaga.
577 all the way up here. Jway, makikita yung ulo. He does get a headshot here, equalizing the manpower. Pero marami pa namang oras dito ang pwedeng gamitin ng all gamers. N9 playing around with the movement. Sees a little bit of information, discouraging them from pushing all the way forward. N9, nandito naman yung pwesto niya na ginawa niya dito. He is almost gonna get one. The spray down over. But Jway is there for the immediate trade. The 3v2 right now para sa kanila. Do takes down Xiao, but the immediate trade again. YDSS, but ZY, it's a rat angle, but it's not gonna be enough. BaiSha every round.
It's a death trap actually na-norm nga dito ng BaiSha Gaming. I mean, every single positioning na meron dito ang BaiSha Gaming is just all gamers. Lagi nga sila nauhuli nga dito. Ano ba? Lahat na pinupuntahan natin, nakakapatay kayo. And with this scoreline right now, 6-2, an 8-2 is actually inevitable na malay mo talagang mangyari pa. Ito yung mga bagay na wala tayong control, pero yung BaiSha, yung laro, ito yung talagang kinokontrol nila.
Napaka-prepared ngayon ng BaiSha, man. They might be losing control of rounds, but they do always find a way to wrest it back in their favor. Yung mid-rounding ng BaiSha, napaka-solid dito. Kahit anong gustong gawin ng AG, kahit anong adjustment yung ginagawa, BaiSha always have a response. N9, always in the rat angle. Xiao, always prepared on the longer angles as well. So what does AG even do here? Do you maybe gamble a 5-man push? They did that last time. It did work out on Ankara, but now it doesn't seem to be in their plans anytime soon.
Kumbaga, yung mga players dito ng BaiSha Gaming, grabe yung foundation na pinapakita nga nila dito, not letting AG get that point away. Pagpunta nga sa kanila. For BaiSha Gaming, they're just doing all out. If everything can actually win, they're just gonna do it no matter what. But for the side of AG, the struggle is here. Actually, kanina pa yung struggle, nagsisimula na, no? I mean, the fact na talaga hindi nga sila nakakuha dito, Diyos ko, kitang-kita niya.
Yung belt bag.
Kitang-kita yung belt bag nung kalaban niya.
Wait,
pero
wait,
makukuha ba? Pero N9
What?
with a pistol again. Xiao catching one again, but Sanyan over. YDSS together with 577. Nababawi pa ng isa. Pero look at that. ZQ and Z are trying to recover again onto these players. Make that a 2v2. At least si Leah dito onto that AK. Ito na yung gamit nga niya. Pero do with that high ground advantage, but then again, it's just together with the players of AG. Nasama-sama lang sila. We have the C4 up by them. We have the smoke as well para mas mahirapan dito mag-retake ka dito yung BaiSha. Pero mukhang alam na natin kung paano yung gagawin nila. Pero mukhang sandwich play yung gagawin ng dalawa. That is Lie and YDSS pushing in. That is that nade connecting onto these players. YDSS trying to get tagged, pero onto the side. Lie catching one. Make that a 2v1. Oh no! ZQ all alone. Ito na yung Thunder mga tropa, pero YDSS ang mananalo. 7-2 already, and BaiSha again with a win.
The Sharks coming in with a feeding frenzy round after round. Momentum unstoppable. Moving now into the second half. All gamers, desperation on their faces right now as BaiSha look like they want to secure the kill.
Delikado. Oh no, paano ba yung gagawin dito ng AG kung ganito ang nangyayari ngayon? Kumbaga, sa CFPL, oo, hindi kayo nanalo sa amin, pero babawi naman kami sa ACL.
Yun nga, 7-2 right now, Vil. Tatlong round na lang para sa BaiSha ang all gamers. The last round they won was 4 rounds ago. That's what, half an hour ago, I think. And man, the longer this goes on, it's gonna get so much worse. Para sa all gamers, confidence dwindling. Yes, you have a winning record against this team, but right now, in the present, you can't live with that.
I mean, of course, lahat nagbabago. Change. Kumbaga, meron nga ako sinabi, meron nga pala ako, a wise man once said, I am inevitable.
I am inevitable.
Oo, and yun yung pinapakita rin talaga dito nga ng BaiSha. Kung dati kayo nakakakuha, pero ngayon kami naman ang pagbangon ng BaiSha, kumbaga.
Wow. It's getting really high pressure right now. Nakikita mo habang tumatagal. Now in the second half, kailangan ngayon ng AG. Pinag-aaralan nila yung first half, hindi pa rin nila natapos. Now, we're in the second half. Panibagong subject, kumbaga, no? From math to science ka ngayon, what do you do against the BaiSha attack? Tira natin kung ano yung itsura ng GR side dito.
We're gonna see that later on. Slow approach ngayon ang ginagawa nga ng BaiSha onto the second half.
Ooh,
But with this
ZQ.
defense, they have no idea. ZQ, this is huge. Kaliwat kanan. Oh, not yun na nga. That timing is there. Red like a block. Two. With a kill onto one right now. Pero why this is Nakabawi dito. This is EY. Oh, nice kill. But and now with a follow-up again. Make that a 2v1. Jway. All around remaining. Shell right in front of you. We have the nade. Yes, but this is the delay na gagawin ngayon. Pero are they gonna push it? Are they gonna fight? Are they gonna engage? And N9 sees that. At mukhang alam ata na yung gagawin nga nila. Pero just to try to delay ang pagpasok nga dito ni Jway, might as well smoke that area.
Going all the way around right now, Jway gonna try and hit them with a backstab. There is plenty of time as well, but the longer this takes, the worse it's gonna get. Because Xiao already has a feeling. Kita dito kayon. Wala ka munang magagawa. Atras muna para kay Xiao. They are aware of the position ni Jway dito, playing from 2F. Jway gets it to headshot. Si N9 na natitira. And the clutch might be possible, but there's so little time. Playing around the missiles, he can't get N9. 8-2. BaiSha within 2 rounds of sweeping their rivals out of China.
Ito if ever ikaw yung BaiSha, ang sarap sa feeling ng ganito ang nangyayari nga dito to the fact na pagdating nga sa CFPL talagang wala talagang all gamers talaga yung nananalo doon pero pagdating naman dito, ang sarap ng revenge arc nga na pinapakita nga dito ng BaiSha sigurado, pero pagdating naman dito mga tropa, mapupusuan pa ba nila to the fact yung AG, Diyos ko, naghihikaos na!
Diyos ko po, napakahirap ng mga kailangan nilang gawin at this point in time. Napakalapit na. Konting oras na lang, konting laban na lang para sa BaiSha para matapos ang mga problema nila dito. Now, all gamers desperate for any kind of foothold to get back on track. Wala silang magawa. Pero ano yung ginagawa nila dito? They actually smoked themselves off. They don't get any information out of this. This may be a misplay as well kasi that's gonna give free space para sa BaiSha ngayon dito sa may loob ng woods. Giving the warning shots as well si Lie. Discouraging them from pushing forward so they can't play proactive dito, Vil.
Pag ito si N9 hindi naging MVP dito, magwawala ako.
Ewan ko na lang.
Pare, magwawala ako. 17 kills, imposible hindi maging MVP to. Pero pagdating naman dito, eto na. Ang mga tropa nga natin na BaiSha na nasa BL side, lahat sila galit na. Dalawa na lang kailangan nila. Pagkatapos ito, grand finals na sila. At pagdating naman dito sa AG, the struggle is here.
And the struggle is real.
Kumbaga yung last game kasi nila, gusto ko siyang i-sugarcoat pero chillings lang yun
Chillings lang talaga yung kahapon.
Yeah.
10-3 ba naman?
Oo, pero yung BaiSha, men, naano sila doon? Na-shaken up sila doon. Nauuti sila ng Arcelia, di ba? And with that, that's a good na, kumbaga, trip na sa kanila in order for them to get this warm-up done. Pero look at that! AG trying to get this win again. Pero yung alam mo, hindi talaga mangyayari yun kasi BaiSha is 1 round away for them to advance to Grand Finals.
Ito na yung sinasabi nating feeding frenzy, men.
I
Napako
never
na yung score ng all gamers ngayon. Dire-diretso para sa BaiSha. The fans are going wild. The Sharks are circling their prey. And it just might end right here, right now. And AG just have to take it round by round.
Grabe, sobrang passionate ng fans dito.
Grabe nga.
Grabe.
You can hear it, you can feel it in your bones. Crossfire is in everyone's blood here.
Yun nga, isipin mo, like kunyari, Ubek Mania kan dito. So, Ubek! Wag. Iba yun. Malakas. Ganun pwede. Ubek! Malakas. Ganon!
Ganon
Ganon!
nga yung nangyayari nung high grounds din last year. That one was a banger.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
We had the full house.
oo. Lagi. Big shouts to all the Crossfire community. Big shouts nga po pala sa inyo. You have this, you have the time pa if ever gusto nyo pupunta sa China.
Oh, pwede pang humabol. 3-hour flight lang naman. Pagkarating nyo dito, grand final na.
Oh, yun nga, di ba? Sinabi ko na nga sa inyo kahapon, di ba? Mag-apply na kayo. Kung meron kayong Chinese visa, diretso na kayo dito. Pero kung wala pa, Sa stream na lang kayo.
Stream na lang kayo, baka ano.
Or malay nyo, yung passport nyo, iba, o diba? O tapos
Malay natin
diretso
yung
nga kayo
mga
dito.
may American passport dyan. But hey, 577 and Xiao striking first para sa BaiSha dito. Mukhang gusto na nilang tapusin ang lahat. May tao sa loob ng Sigip, si Jway. Hindi na check, hindi sila aware. Si N9, ginulat ni Jway. Pero munti ka na silang mahabol dito. Palitan muna ng kill sa ZY from behind the backstab as well to end things. Your first grand finalist, BaiSha Gaming!
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the revenge of BaiSha starts now. Once again, we never doubted BaiSha Gaming. Hindi naging madali yung map 1. Pagdating ng map 2, just like a walk in the park sa kanila. N9 being explosive. Everyone performed this game phenomenal. BaiSha for the finals. What a game.
What a game, man. We had everything. Xiao had his moments on the sniper. Everyone else really also consistent across the board. With that being said, let's take a look at the highlights.
And there you have it. Nakita na nga natin dito, Josuave. It's just all these players really want to wreck each other nga, no? I mean, pag-usapan na nga natin, I mean, yes, on the CFPL, that is the win rate nga na meron nga dito yung mga players nga ng all gamers. And again, pagpunta naman dito nga sa ACL, that's a different story already. And ito nga yung maganda, no? Pagdating dito sa ACL, everyone pantay-pantay lang. Palakas na rin talaga. Walang malakas, walang mahina. And just for the side naman sa sub-base, BaiSha pa rin talaga ang mananalo nga dito with a score of 10-2. Once again, they picked for the side of all gamers yung map 1, yung Ankara. BaiSha ang nanalo. What more dun sa mapang pinili nila?
Yun nga, and it was full control all the way, man. 10-2 is not an easy scoreline to get. Look at N9, man. 2.57. Everyone else above 1 other than 577 dito. And it was a hell of an underperformance from AG. They looked cold on the server. They looked like they were offline. And even here, the highest KD, 0.67. Not even 1 para kay ZY dito. But the MVP for this map will be N9.
Hindi ako magwawala. Hindi ako magwawala. Kasi pag hindi talaga si N9 yung MVP dito, ewan ko na lang. Pero ang importante nga dito, Josuave, it's just the players nga dito. Lalong-lalo na sa BaiSha kasi parang mas nahirapan pa sila nung Arcila yung kalaban.
Actually.
Diba?
Actually.
Nag-OT nga yun eh, diba?
OT
dito,
nga yun.
one-sided eh. Iba talaga ang lakas ng Pinoy.
Iba talaga. Let us cope, let us cope. Pero exciting din yun para sa Arcilla. May ano pa sila. In a few days, Masters does begin in a few days. So sa mga hindi pa nagpa-follow dito sa Crossfire Philippines, don't forget to click the follow button para lagi kayong updated.
Click here.
Click right here, I think.
Mga nandito.
Baka nandyan.
Di ko alam. Pero just follow, of course, our pages for you to get updated sa mga susunod nga natin mga happenings. But again, for the side naman dito ng mga players nga ng BaiSha Gaming, GG, well played for them. Good game as well coming in from AG. And kailan ba sila magkikita? Sa susunod pa for sure. But for the side naman ngayon ng BaiSha Gaming, I mean, the aggression, everything.
The flexibility as well.
The adjustment, the way that they hold the site, the way that they push the site, it's just beautiful. Crossfire nga na nakita nga natin for the side of BaiSha Gaming. And it's just, this actually like a better form na nakita natin yesterday.
Yeah, definitely much better out of them. It looks like nakapagpahinga sila ng maayos at nakapag-prepare. Learn from their mistakes yesterday up against Arcilla to get themselves into this kind of form, into a form that is dominant even against their fellow countrymen in the CFPL, which is, again, sabi natin, the upper echelon of Crossfire.
Oo, ito na yun, pare. If ever we really want to see the best Crossfire sa buong mundo, Dalawa lang ang pagpipilian mo.
CFPL and CFSPH.
Yan!
Yeah!
Yan, Amir! Yan! Actually, tama ka doon. Pero yun na nga, no? I mean, as you can see this, yun nga yung mga mapa na nakita nga natin. Akala natin pupunta pa tayo sa Black Widow, pero siguro hindi na talaga mangyayari yun. But at the end of the day, it's just everyone really performed good nga sa araw na to, together with all gamers, and lalong-lalo na dun nga sa kabila. Pero do you have any last thoughts bago tayo pumunta sa main event
natin. To me, this series was really a hallmark of BaiSha. No? Sinabi natin na both these teams right now are trying to get back to the upper echelons ng Crossfire kasi medyo matagal na silang hindi nakakarating ng top. They're both storied teams. And right now, AG, kakabalik lang ni ZQ kahapon. Maganda yung naging performance. Unfortunately, that small adjustment to the roster seems to have not gelled as much as one would want it to. So BaiSha, more solid, better protocols, more flexible as well as a team. They looked like they are poised to win this series, and they did.
Kumbaga, in terms of trying to solidify everything as a team, no? Kumbaga, grabe yung pagka-impact nila in terms of trying to make that strategy happen. It's like, you know what to do. You know, kahit as a caster, alam mo kung anong mangyayari. Basang-basa natin kung anong ginagawa rin talaga ng BaiSha Gaming nga dito. The way that they lurk, yung timing is just absolute beautiful na talaga pinapakita nga dito ng mga players nga ng BaiSha Gaming. But right now, on to the side naman ngayon ng all gamers, syempre, they have their fair share din naman ng mga really good plays nga dito. But it's just, yes, one-sided there. We really want to sugarcoat that. Pero, nangyari din dapat nangyari. It is what it is. Ganun na yun eh. 2-10, yes. Pero for the side naman ng all gamers dito, at the end of the day, 4th place pa rin sila pagpunta nga dito ng CFPL. They have that 4th spot right now. Kaya nga sila nandito ngayon sa ACL because of that qualifying rounds na nakita nga natin nung mga nakaraang tournaments. But still, the better team for today, syempre, we have BaiSha. GG's na sa all gamers. Uuwi na sila. Pero for sure, manunood muna sila ng grand finals nga mamaya. But again, for the side naman namin, ayan, ano ba susunod?
Ang susunod, syempre para sa atin, ay ang rematch out of the CFS Grand Final last year. Evolution Power versus the boys from the South, Ubek Maniac. This is a banger. It's not only a rematch. Ano may sinabi ni KLP kahapon sa interview? Sabi niya, gusto namin silang bawian.
Yun. Kumbaga, ganito lang kasi. Tinalo na nila yung top 1. Alam mo yung sunod? Yung top 2.
Yon.
Yung pangalawa nga naman, di ba? And if ever talaga mangyayari nga yun, Diyos ko, alam na natin kung sino pa talaga ang mas superior sa paglalaro nga ng Crossfire, syempre. But again, for this, in terms of prediction, sige, magbigay tayo ng prediction kasi hindi naman tayo magkakas dun eh.
Hindi naman tayo magkakas dun.
Prediction, dun ako sa kabila.
Ano yung kabila? Sa Ubek?
Oo, doon ako. Doon sa pinakamalakas sa team. How about you?
Tama, hindi. Ako, taga Cebu ako. So I gotta represent. Ubek Maniac tayo para doon.
I mean, syempre, in terms of statistics, there's a huge probability. Oh, huge probability na talaga mananalo nga din talaga yung Ubek Maniac dito without any bias at all.
No bias whatsoever.
No bias at all, syempre. It's all about the facts na meron tayo dito. And speaking of facts, it's gonna be the fact na talaga mananalo din talaga yung mga Ubek Maniac dito. Pero yun nga muna, magkakaroon muna tayo ng interview on stage right now. Once again, we are casters. My name is Phil, together with Mr. Suave. So onto the stage, here we go.
Welcome back to the stage for the post-match interview. I'm the host Nini, and first of all, the first game of the semifinals. Congratulations on BaiSha Gaming for winning this map. We have the MVP Inai. Say hi to every safer. Hi, I'm Inai from BaiSha Gaming, and the team performed well overall today, and momentum was clearly on their side. And so, did you stay up for the training? Actually, for this stage, we are very busy. We have to get used to this new version, and now I think that we are better at the jet lag, because previously we play game in the afternoon, but today it's in the noon. And for yesterday, we played 2 games, so today this is the fight against our old friend AG. So did you prepare for that? I think that every time we encountered with AG, that we feel very happy every time, and we are very familiar with each other. And it's just that we are compete with each other by our performance. And also LYE performed very well in these 2 days. It was his first time play the balanced weapon. How would you evaluate his performance? It's very brilliant since he didn't come to BaiSha for a very long time. And sometimes he will be anxious, and he's a very young player, and he had very good performance. And for these 2 maps, the first is Ankara, and the first half of the game we got 7-2 when we were on blacklist side. So which area was easier to break through? I think for every part of the map, they still need to improve something, and especially DQ was back to the game. I think he needs some time to bring his best back. And also, even if we are on a very dangerous situation, people are very aggressive, our teammates are very aggressive on attacking. And also, we bring out our best and we get 1 versus 2 and have a lot of advantages for our team. And on the second map, on the sub base, during the first half of the game, there was a 1 versus 1 clutch between you and DQ. What was going on through your mind during the round? I think, as for clutch, DQ was doing very well, and I have to learn from him. And also, we got a quadra kill on the global risk. And I think I still remember that I was hiding here, and I know their strategy, and I just predict that they will come in this way, so I just hide where they cannot find me. And also for today's game, we are very decisive and aggressive. You seem ready to take every duel. What was going on? I think that we are adapted to this version. So we have to be very aggressive. And after this game, so now we are waiting for the grand finals. Is there anything you'd like to say to your teammates? So we hope that EP can fight and make its way to the grand finals. And thank you for taking part in our interview. Congratulations once on BaiSha on winning this match. We'll be back shortly.